Florabella on my screen. Her smile, it shines so bright. She's a queen with every scene. In the morning or the night, recipes and good vibes flow. Every video a gem. Her confidence, it grows and grows. We're inspired like her friends. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power, spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong. With every like and every share, we feel her energy. No storm too strong she can't bear. She's setting us all free. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power, spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Recipes and good vibes flow. Every video a gem. Her confidence, it grows and grows. We're inspired like her friends. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power, spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong. With every like and every share, we feel her energy. No storm too strong she can't bear. She's setting us all free. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power, spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong.
Battles got power, Florabella stands tall. Every drip, every drop, watch the haters fall. Channel sharp as thorns, ain't taking no mess. Scroll through her feed, feel that queen's finesse. Vines tangle tight, but Flora breaks free. Roots so deep, can't mess with her tree. From the mud she rises, roses from the dirt. Every comment section she lays down hurt. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving, no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless. From the garden green to the concrete wall, Florabella, unstoppable nature's child. Leaves whisper secrets, she's the loudest shout. From the channel buzzing, she never backs out. Seed of strength, through seasons she grows. In the face of doubt, her spirit glows. Cameras ain't a limit, she branches out. Thorns in her crown, she wears it no doubt. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving, no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving, no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless.
All right, everybody. All right. I hope you guys are. Excuse me. Oof. I had to sneeze the demon out. No, I'm kidding. But I hope you guys are doing all good today. I'm here to bring you guys a long show, because we really have to dive into this topic. And I realize with the amount of people triggered after the white fatigue show that, that could be that could have something to do with how things are being portrayed in general and things like that. Like, listen, I get it. You're gonna lose subbies and things like that, but the amount of people, I believe it was 5, that unsubscribed after the white fatigue video lets me know that there is a little bit of bias in the body cam community, right? There is that, like, oh, back to blue attitude, and like, excuse me guys, my bad, any sort of like calling out what's going on and how things are kind of coming out, and stuff like that. Any type of like call outs that you have, people are going to be like, oh, well, usual suspects. No, there's nothing racial about that. That's just what the case is. People are going to do the gaslighting. So I decided to touch today on, pivot a little bit, right? Because I know the race conversations and topics tend to be very triggering for people, and I don't intend to be, excuse me guys, I don't intend to be somebody who comes on here to like trigger people and start a race war or anything like that, right? But we're gonna do a part 2 of white fatigue. But that's like, my intention is not to come on here and do like a racial aspect show. So that show, I'm going to do a part 2 of it, but I'm going to give it some time to settle, because I do think that the perception that some people were coming in here with is that, like, oh, I'm basically trying to say, what people are racist when they call out stuff that's happening on body cams, and that's not the case, right? The case is that you do have a subset of people who want to apply racial stereotypes to what's going on body cam. But if I were to go and create my own racial stereotypes and say, well, white people have a propensity to act entitled with the police, and go pull up 100 videos, right? I could probably prove the case that white people act entitled with the police, right? But that's not a valid argument, right? It's not like a conversation that we need to really have, right? It's just one of those things that would be redundant in the first place. So now that we've talked about race, we're going to move on to gender, right? And one subject that keeps coming up, I think, like in all areas, is the propensity, who has a more of a propensity to violence. Now, I've heard this conversation in many sectors, but you have people like Princella the Queenmaker, or High Powered Podcast, whatever you want to call her little dusty behind, who take these talking points about each gender's propensity to violence, and they weaponize it. They use it to manipulate, to gaslight, to groom, right? To sort of like brainwash people. They use this data, this information that they gather that's legitimately about the propensity of violence of men, and they use it in a manipulative way. And because they use it in a manipulative way, then sometimes the conversation becomes diluted, and now people don't want people to say that men are more likely to be violent and to be lethal and things like that. And I do think that that is not a fair point to come from. Thank you, Empress Kia. I'm hoping it is, because there's a lot of different talking points as it relates to propensity of violence. And, you have somebody like Princella the Queenmaker, who did the ultimate thing of taking legitimate facts about whether men were legitimately violent and turned it into like a talking point for like feminists and like extreme feminists, not even just like balanced people or anything like that. So I think that, like, because of that, we've kind of like stepped away from the conversation about the propensity of violence from men and how violent men can be. And I think that conversation still needs to be had, but it needs to be had on a wider scale to include why men are more likely to be violent. And we also need to talk about women's increasing rates of violence, right? Increasing propensity to violence as well, which I think, a lot of it is societal and things like that. But we're going to get into all of it today. So welcome. And yes, please hit the like button for me on the way in. I appreciate everyone coming in. Hey, Joshua. We have Empress Kia. And we, of course, have people sitting in the clouds who don't want to say hi when all they have to do is say, hey, Flo. And I'm going to say, hey, how are you today? But let's continue the show, okay? So I wanted to start off with a little bit of a soliloquy, whatever you want to call it, that we're going to talk about this idea of men being more likely to perpetuate violence, right? So I asked AI, right? AI is as good as Chat GPT, right? A lot of these search engines have become very intelligent because we've taught them to be, right? As people, we've programmed these computers and computer systems to be incredibly intelligent. And so one of the things that was we talked about in this particular search that I did here is the propensity to men's violence. So I asked, based on data and statistics, which gender is more likely, is the more violent and likely to victimize, right? So which gender is more likely to perpetuate crimes of violence and cause people to be victims? Yes, Joshua. We always have to say hi to our cloud dwellers. Mwah. Welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Just do me a favor, hit the like button on your way in. This is hopefully going to be a good conversation. I'm open to having people come up as well, but I don't want it to like turn into like like a clown show where we have like characters coming up and turning the show into like something else, where I want to really have this conversation. So I asked, based on data and statistics, which gender is the more violent and likely to victimize, right? So AI told me, based on available data and statistics, men are more likely to be involved in violent crime as perpetrators, and women are more frequently victims of certain types of violence like SA and IPV. However, it's crucial to acknowledge the nuances within these trends. And I think this is the conversation that's really missing from this conversation about who has a greater propensity to violence, right? We understand that men are more lethal. They're more likely to initiate violent interactions, right? Because it's just the nature of men, right? From what we see, from the data, from the likelihood of crimes and things like that. Right, but there is a lot of nuance. There's a lot of nuance because technically, yes, men are more likely to be violent, but they're more likely to be violent against themselves versus, or men are more likely to pass away, right? They're more likely to be deleted. And that's something we're going to go into. But I just wanted to state that I do think sometimes that people don't account for the fact that there's different types of violence. A, right? Women experience certain types of violence more than men. And B, although although men are more violent, they're also more victimized by the other violent men as well. So it becomes this like conundrum that's sort of going on. And when you're focusing on things from a gender war perspective, you're really not giving a lot of room or energy for things to become nuanced. So yes, hey Lana Love, thank you so much for joining the show, and thank you for your offline support. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, hello Cloud Watchers. Do me a favor, please hit the like button. Watch the show with me. We're gonna get into, a little bit of the data, and then I'm going to sort of bring in the different stories. We're going to talk about what I'm seeing, and we're going to kind of juxtapose the data, the numbers, the raw numbers, versus what examples we have out there of violence. And now, what I'm going to do for you guys too is, again, I'm not just going to juxtapose the numbers, the raw numbers, versus what we see in reality. I'm also going to juxtapose men and women, and we're going to see, right, out of all the stories of crime that we see, how many generally include women being extremely violent. And I'm going to say to you, the number is increasing. So for anybody who wants to act like women are inherently safer, that's not necessarily true either. Just because men have a greater propensity to violence doesn't mean that women are safer for you to be around. All right, so let's get into this conversation here. So here's a breakdown. Men as perpetrators, right? The FBI and Bureau of Justice Statistics data indicate that men are arrested for a significantly higher percentage of violent crimes, including assault, robbery, and deletion. In 2019, 78.9% of arrests for violent crimes included males. Approximately 69% of violent crimes were attributed to male perpetrators in 2023. Right, so we're looking at above average numbers, right? 50% would be, I'm saying, like, that's about 50-50. You don't know. As we get up and over 50, well over 50%, then we're looking at the majority of these crimes are being committed by men. All right, now let's talk about women as victims. And I love that they break it down this way because this is the way we're going to have to look at the data that's being introduced to us, right? Because although men are more likely to be perpetrators of violence, women as victims are specific in a certain way, right? Women account for a large share of violent crime victims in the community, representing 51% of victimizations in 2022 compared to 41% in 1993. Women are disproportionately affected by certain types of violence, particularly IPV and SA. Globally, approximately 1 in 3 women have experienced physical and/or SA in an IPV situation, and non-partner SA as well. Right, so 1 in 3. When I was a teenager, we were looking at 1 in 5. Now, this is talking about globally, so obviously, we're including women who are in more disenfranchised locations. So that's why that number is going to shrink, right? 1 in 3 versus 1 in 5 when you include the whole globe. But it's still getting worse as time goes on. In the U.S., nearly a quarter of women have experienced IPV during their lifetime. So 1 in 4. That's what the numbers are looking for. Women who have experienced intimate partner violence. Important considerations. Underreporting. Statistics for DV, particularly against men, are often underreported, making it challenging to precisely quantify the extent of the problem. Okay, so AI is telling us that to some degree, more men might be getting abused than we actually know. Context matters. The nature of violence varies, and examining specific types like IPV or SA reveals different trends in perpetrator and victim gender demographics. And then beyond simple statistics, while focusing solely on numerical differences can be misleading, understanding the nuances of how violence manifests across genders is crucial for developing targeted prevention and intervention programs. It is essential to understand the complex interplay of societal factors, including cultural norms, right? Depending on the community you're from, is gendered violence normal? Is it more common or accepted in certain communities? Jay says women should never hit men because if you start some, it will be something. Yeah, but at the end of the day, each person has a right to keep their hands to themselves. So yes, you can hit somebody to defend yourself. It's when people go overboard that I've seen people get in trouble for defending themselves, right? All you need to do is push somebody and punch them in their face to get them to stop hitting you. You don't have to bash their head in, go grab a weapon, curb stomp them. You have to know the extent of self-defense as well as men. That's why a lot of times they say just don't do it, because men wouldn't know when to stop. All right. That's just a reply to Jay's comment. Oh, we're going to talk about all that, Jay. Don't worry. We're going to talk about everything. Because, like I said, we're going to juxtapose the reality. And let me put just Jay's comment up over here. Jay says women should never hit men because if you start some, it will be something. And this is where I said here that I think that everyone has a right, should keep their hands to themselves. At the end of the day, you have a right to defend yourself, but it's when you go overboard. And the times that I've seen men get in trouble for going overboard is when, let's say somebody hit them and then they start bashing that person's head, curb stopping, going to get weapons and stuff. Now you're going overboard. You could defend yourself to the extent that you need to get yourself into a safe location. Anything more is just excessive. Now you're just making extra comments. I don't think there's more. I think we have the same amount of pedo women as we have always had. I just think that they're becoming more visible. So, all right. So, yeah, these statistics highlight the need for continued efforts to address gender-based violence in all its forms and support victims regardless of gender. Yeah, and a lot of these statistics about gender, I'm going to say this. You guys saw me, if you follow me already, on my channel, on my wall, I shared the story of Sha'Carri Richardson being arrested and then later released because the person that she was attacking in the airport said, "I'm not going to be a victim." That mindset is dangerous as well. This is not me cheering on for Sha'Carri Richardson to get in trouble, but I do think to some extent, like when men tell themselves, like, "Oh, I'm not a victim if a woman attacks me, like it's not that big a deal." But I do think that when someone puts their hands on you, they're telling you a level of disrespect they have for you, and it needs to be addressed. you can't just let somebody keep putting their hands on you. I think that's how things get worse and worse over time. But even that situation, I was like, listen, the fact that the police went, looked at that camera and said, okay, we're going to arrest her. It means she was acting out. Like, let's say it was driven by emotion. You still have to keep your hands to yourself no matter how you feel. I support women leaving men before I support them becoming combative and violent behind a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've walked away from friends and things like that when I realized that they were the type of people who become vindictive and violent against partners when things don't go well. Like, I'm not gonna support you attacking somebody or breaking into like your ex's apartment. I'm not gonna support you in that because I think that's weird. I think that behavior is unnatural and unnormal. Like, if you're willing to go that far, like, you should really go get therapy for that versus go break into this person's apartment. Like, I'm not about to help or support any of that. So, all right, let's get into some of the videos I wanted to get into today. So I just wanted to kind of land my plane a little bit with the subject and where I was coming from with this. All right, we're gonna start the video today with a maintenance man who was caught on camera after various complaints from the tenant, and she was actually helped by a family member to catch this weird bozo. All right, but I'm gonna start, and we're gonna really look at it, right? We're gonna look at the danger that is posed by each gender. We're gonna look at the crimes that are typical of each gender. We're also going to see it from both perspectives. I am going to show you the majority of what is out there, which is men committing crimes, right? At the end of the day, but I do have some in there of women because they were just too egregious not to be talked about. So let's start with this video here of the maintenance man. This is truly the nightmare of a single woman who lives on her own.
I have video footage that says else. Okay.
Well, what is this video footage say?
So does it mean he stole someone's?
Because take that face out of there.
You don't want it?
No, I don't want my wife to see it.
Oh, she don't know? Okay, so
On April 28th, 2023, officers responded to a fancy apartment complex in downtown Athens after a report of a theft. The woman reported that it was actually her maintenance man. What he didn't know is that she's a soon-to-be lawyer and knows exactly how to get the evidence she needs to put it behind bars.
At which point I've cut it to switch to, and all of the raw videos on there do, but the combined one, after 30 seconds of the living room, you see Marcel, it switches to the point of view from inside the drawer, you see them, and then it switches back for him to turn back on the power and leave and everything. So here he is, and there's sound, which is key for everything, and he speaks a little bit.
Oh no. That looks like she put him in. That looks like she put a camera in her underwear drawer. I'm not laughing because that's funny. I'm laughing because how you get caught red-handed like that? It's crazy that women even have to do things like this to catch these type of weirdos.
Goes back to the candy and he decides it's not worth it.
oh my lord. Great camera view.
Like this guy.
Good job. Good job. That guy looks sketchy.
And the last key part is when the power gets switched back on, that he'd cut. Yep. Thanks, buddy.
That distinct sound of a breaker turning back on.
Also, when he initially and before he gets in the drawer, he comes over near our camera.
We had a decoy.
We had a decoy. We had confirmed once we knew he was aware that we had a camera, and it would make noise when it was loud. It was like a little servo motor that's obvious. He knew about that. That's why he shut the power. Well, then we put an uninterruptible power supply in.
I've just seeing that, I've got enough to go make the arrest.
Wow. Just, I guess, double check on the ID of the. I mean, it's individual.
Oh yeah. I'll go down there and
There's a chance I'm confused. I've always been confused of the names. There's a chance.
I will go down there and speak to the leasing manager.
And this folder, this was all for you.
Okay.
To keep. I've got copies of all except for my license.
Let me finish getting your information, huh?
Here in law school, so.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
I'm actually about to graduate, so I've been here 7 years in Athens.
God bless you. That's a long time to go to school.
Yes, I've loved Athens. I'm gonna miss it. I'm heading back to Atlanta, but I'm not doing this kind of thing. I'll be working, business type law. So, and do you think that something would happen on this today? Like,
I'm going there now. Yeah.
The only thing I ask is because I'm.
This right here, right? Videos like this is why comments like this idiotic comment in the chat make zero sense to me. Right? Now, I am going to show you an instance of a woman being the victimized, or the person who's causing someone to be victimized. But more often than not, right, this is what we're seeing. Now, you can make an argument for increased violence and horrible crimes coming from women, but the reality still is the reality, right? And the reason why the reality is the reality, because I'm going to have many more videos who can show you the result of men being the dangerous person in the interaction. Does that mean that women are not dangerous? No. Right? It just means that the numbers are still the numbers. Right? The propensity to violence still stands and lives with men. Right? It's a lot higher there. Yeah, Empress, and now that I'm seeing the name, it's probably a dusty stalker termite who really can't figure out anything else to do with their lives, that they have to come here and start trolling in these conversations. But we're going to talk about DV abusers too, so he can stick around, just not in the chat.
I'm nervous to even leave the apartment because I'm scared to run into him.
I'm not
acting natural.
I'm going to contact my sergeant and let him know what's going on and that I have enough and I've seen enough to make an arrest. And then from there, we'll just leave it up to the judges.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your help.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day, hon.
The officer reached out to the apartment's management to identify the man in the video. The manager couldn't believe her maintenance man of 10 years would do something like this and had to see the video to believe it.
So, my name is Officer Rogers. I'm with Athens County Police Department, okay? So right now I'm investigating a theft of one of your maintenance guys.
Okay.
Are any of your maintenance guys working today?
They're both here.
They're both here? Okay. Do you know their names?
Yeah, of course. Dave and Tim.
Dave and Tim. Okay. Those were the two names that were given to me by the victim. Okay.
Okay.
She called and reported that a theft had happened in her apartment. One of the maintenance guys, I can't tell you who it is because she told me it was either Dave or Tim. But I've seen the video proof, and she has video proof on her cameras, which is in my car.
And these people who act like, I can't believe it, I need to see the evidence for myself. Honey, at least investigate. If somebody's telling you something like this happened in your property, you have a right to investigate. You don't owe the person who works for you any loyalty if they are making your business in a dangerous place. I promise you this isn't the first time this weirdo has done something like this. The fact that he's so bold to go in there and do it in the first place.
Of one of your maintenance guys going into her apartment, cutting the power off before going in there, looking around, getting pills out of a pill bottle, opening the door back, looking at a pack of candy, putting it back, and then as he's walking out, you can clearly hear him open the panel to the breaker box and turn the breakers back on.
Can I see that footage?
If you got an office, I got the hard drive in my car. Okay. We can hook up the hard drive and I can let you see it.
Okay, yeah.
That way you can help me identify who it is. That would be a wonderful help. It's a really nice building here. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been in Clark County for 3 years now, and I've never been in this building.
How's it going?
How's it going?
This is my back office.
That looks like our knight in shining armor just a second ago. Right? So obviously this worker is somebody who has a connection with this business. They don't expect him to behave that way. I mean, honestly, it's just scum behavior to me to go in somebody's house and take their medication and their snacks. Like, that's diabolical. Imagine fighting with your spouse or your kids over someone eating a snack just for it to whole time have been your maintenance man. Like that would be crazy to me, you know?
A hole in the wall, but it lets me get some work done. So
Okay. You mind if I shut this door?
yeah, go ahead. Didn't have to see it to believe it. Our maintenance team's been with us, both of them, for a very long time.
So,
So like I said, what's happening?
can you identify him?
Yeah, I can. I just can't believe what I'm seeing.
Is that Mr. Tim?
Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah.
Okay. She also stated that she's noticed things missing around her apartment. That's why she put in the cameras in the first place. You're more than welcome to go through the camera footage.
You know, these workers who, you know, don't feel like they're being paid enough for their services, whatever the case may be, a lot of times they become jaded and they take out their hatred on the tenants. But at the end of the day, you don't have a right to come into my apartment and eat my food, my snacks, because you're mad at your landlord. You know, the crazy thing to me is like, what else would this man do if he's willing to come in your house, take your medication, steal your snacks, and put it back and be like, nah, that's too much. You know, somebody with sticky fingers, a lot of the times there's other things that go along with that. I don't trust somebody who's this bold to come into somebody's house and take their things. That's an act of violence in itself.
And that's where it was. So
Yes, ma'am. And then I think this one right here, living room 2, shows him cutting the breakers back on.
why did he do that? I guess he assumed the cameras were plugged in somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my god. Alright.
See, watch.
Alright. What do you need to do?
I'm going to interview him, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I'm gonna give him a call.
Yes, ma'am. Can I have my hard drive back?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know it's pretty hard to believe. I used to be a maintenance guy myself. I mean, I hate to do it, but is there a way that you can call him in the office and me and him can have a sit down talking here? Did you advise him that he is not meeting, that just don't tell him he's meeting with me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't want him to run. If he runs and I have to chase him, I'll be pretty upset.
Can you meet me in the security room? Alright, thank you.
I'm sorry this happened, but I wanted.
Thank you, Empress Kia, for your gift. I wish you would show me like in the stream. I have to have my phone open so I can see it. But I just wanted to thank you for your gift to my channel. I appreciate you so much. Hey Jordan, yes, get the likes up for me. I appreciate you guys. We have Hassan, Jordan in the building. Thank you guys for joining the show. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. All that will help my channel. I get it. We're only a few minutes in, but you guys are here watching with me. So do me a favor, please, and hit the like button. But I just wanted to thank those of you who are sending gifts in the chat. It doesn't show me like as clearly as it does in a stream, but it gives you like a little bit of a blimp. So I'm going to try and do my best to say thank you when I see those. Thank you again, Miss Empress Kia, for that. Let's continue though, all right? This bandit obviously, and the crazy part is, what if somebody's camera did work to where he can turn it off and go in there and do anything? Like, that's scary that he would even be thinking about doing that in the first place in this woman's home, you know, where she lives. You know, I don't know who lives with her, but obviously she shouldn't have to feel like somebody can just come in her house and do whatever they want, turn off the camera and think they're doing something in private. Like, that would be scary. You know, what else could they have possibly captured if it wasn't for this? So, all right, let's continue the show.
To speak to you, let you know what was going on inside of your building, okay?
Yeah. Will you let me get you my business card, and will you just let me know what, or I'll be here. I mean, will you let me know what happens after this? Like,
Yes,
is he
ma'am.
gonna be arrested?
If he confesses, yes, he will be.
Oh my god.
I'm almost positive that that's the guy that I tried to ID. And if I'm not mistaken, he does possibly have a warrant for DUI, something like that.
I'm not aware of that. That doesn't mean anything. Obviously, I'm not aware of things.
That sticker on that car. It's pretty funny.
Oh, That's our other maintenance man. Aside from our lobby, nothing else is all that fancy for what we use.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry, it's Officer Rogers.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Haley.
Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you. Again,
Sorry,
like I said, I'm sorry this happened. I used to work maintenance before I became a cop, so I understand how it is.
I'm really shocked. I don't know what to say.
You wouldn't expect it to happen in your building and your place of work, and
No, I mean, I guess if you need to show him the proof, then access one of these hard drives.
do they park their vehicles in here?
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay.
Our maintenance supervisor is in the green Jeep, and Tim is the white truck.
Yes, man.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. How you doing?
Doing good. Can you step up for a second, please, ma'am? All right, you can have a seat for me, ma'am.
Sure.
First off, let me introduce myself, okay? I'm Officer Rogers. I'm with the Abduction County Police Department, okay? Do you know why I'm here today?
Not a clue.
Okay. Well, before I start questioning you,
Sure.
I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? You're not under arrest. Okay, you're not under arrest right now, okay?
All right.
Yeah, the right to remain silent. Anything you say and kill. Do you understand those rights that have been given to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you don't know why I'm here right now?
No.
Okay. Did you do any work orders yesterday? I'd imagine so. You did maintenance.
I did several.
Okay. Are you specialized in heating and air or anything like that?
I mean, we both do all of it.
Okay. I understand. I used to be a maintenance guy myself. I was just telling your manager I used to be a maintenance guy
Yeah.
before I became a cop. I used to work at Monument Real Estate. It used to be. I think they got bought out. It was yeah. And then I worked at, of course, Section 8 housings. I worked at Rolling Ridge and Bethel Midtown.
Gardens and
Yeah.
also in Clark Gardens. So I've been through Section 8, brother.
Yeah.
I know what that's all
A little
about.
rough,
Oh yeah.
especially when you're working in there and you hear gunshots.
Well, I'll tell you what. When the whole what was his name?
This is too
Jamie
much shouting for
Hood.
Yeah.
That whole Hood situation.
Yeah.
He had family who lived over there in Athens Gardens.
Oh crap.
So we had an officer at the end
Jesus.
of the building with a looked like assault rifle.
I'm sure it was assault rifles.
I came around the corner and I was like, "Whoa, crap, man!"
Okay, so I just kind of wanted to give you a little background on me, okay?
Yeah.
Let you know we're not very different, okay? We came from the same background, brother. I mean, I work maintenance, you work maintenance.
Yeah.
Do you remember going to an apartment yesterday?
And I feel like he was trying to relate to him, but like, come on, officer, stop beating around the bush. We have video recording of you going into this girl's drawer, taking her medication, and getting ready to take her snacks too, which you decided to leave it behind. Why did you leave the snacks behind, sir? That would be my question. That would be my line of question. Maybe that's why I'm not a detective. Thanks for making it, though. Needs to be talked about on both sides, honestly. Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I want to know. All right? What made you go inside of the drawer? What made you go inside of this drawer, take her pills, and then about to take her snack, but you decided to leave that? I would have been more respectful of you if you decided to leave the pill and take the snack. But now you done went and stole somebody's controlled medication. Now you're going to jail. Now you're going to jail. All right, let's continue.
You did. What did you do over there in that apartment complex? In that apartment?
I cleaned the coil. She had impacted coil. Her air conditioner was dripping into the water heater closet.
Okay.
So I cleaned her evaporator coil.
Okay. Is that all you?
Her air filter.
Okay. Is that all you did in there?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I did that and filled out her work order and threw on her coffee.
Like normal maintenance guys do? Okay. We used to stick them on refrigerators if they had magnets. Is that all you did? You didn't do anything else? You didn't go through no drawers, anything like that?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all I want to know. Are you 100% positive? You didn't do anything else?
And you know, like, honestly, if somebody's asking if you did something that you did, they know you did it already. They just want to know, are you going to be honest now, or are you going to keep playing the game? That's what they want to know. Are you going to be real? Are you going to take accountability for what you did? Or are you going to play in their face? Are you going to continue to play in their face? And they're going to ask you over and over again. That's what people a lot of times don't get. When they're asking you, they already have the answer to the question that they're asking you 9 times out of 10. So you would be better off to just tell the truth and be like, yeah, I was in there. I was playing in her drawers. Let's be real. You're like, yeah, I was playing in her drawers. Like, I've been having anxiety. I took her meds. But now it's like you're going to have to explain why you lied when they caught you red-handed. Yes. They caught him with his paw in the cookie jar. They caught him with his paw in a cookie jar, and he's gonna play dumb like he don't know what they're doing. They literally caught you. They caught you. So, all right, let's continue the video though.
Not that I think of.
Okay.
Why? What's up?
Well, I have video footage saying else. Okay, so is there anything you want to tell me?
What did I do? What's on that?
Well, I mean, you tell me. I mean, I know what's on there, but you went into the apartment complex.
Yeah.
I've identified you as far as management goes. I've been here 3 years. I told your manager I ain't never been in this building. I've been working here for 3 years, which is amazing. Beautiful building though, by the way. Y'all keep it pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a
I imagine so. But I have video footage that says else. Okay.
what is this video footage say?
Not really obligated to say right now because it's still an ongoing investigation. That's why I'm questioning you. Okay, like I said, you're not under arrest right now. Okay.
Right.
So I just need to know if that's all you did.
Yeah, I wasn't rifling through people's drawers.
Okay. What's your name, boss?
Tim.
Okay. You go by Timothy? Is Timothy your...
Boss, he's still, you know what crazy to me? He is an antisocial individual. The reason why I'm saying that is because this ninja still got his feet up, laid back, thinking everything's cool and gravy. Bro, you're going to jail at minimum. At minimum. So he's talking to you nice, but they have evidence of you doing what you did on camera. So for you to say I wasn't going through people's drawers when they literally have a video of you going through people's drawers with your little sticky fingers, I should say, right? I don't know. Right now we're looking at something that is a simple nuisance, but this is likely to escalate if it hasn't already, right? Somebody like exactly Jordan, he's on camera, finger paw in the drawer, like literally have a video of him like this. So for him to lie and say like for him to lie and be like, no, I wasn't in nobody's drawers. I might have stole a pillar, boosted a pillar too. Yeah, not today. Definitely, like he's all in the video. So for him to be still sitting there with his feet up, he's antisocial. He's antisocial, right? He's probably experiencing some shock too. He's probably sitting here like, they caught me, but I still gotta play it cool. So I'm gonna keep my feet up, laid back, chilling, seeming like I'm not worried about nothing. But he should be worried. All right, let's continue.
Timothy's your full name? Okay. What's your date of birth?
1978.
So you don't want to tell me anything that you did in there?
I mean,
other than the work order.
I can't recall anything.
Okay.
I mean, what? I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to have done.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. All right. Thank you for talking to me.
Sure.
I appreciate it. You have a good rest of your day. Don't let it work you too hard, brother.
Ouch. That's really not an option.
After getting the warrant signed and bringing back up with him, officers had the manager call Mr. Maintenance Guy for the last time. He's going to take a ride with the officers, but not until we hear from his wife and hear how she feels about all this. It took a bit, but once she understood what he did, she was not happy.
And the wife be the true victim because they have a whole other life going on. This man probably spends the whole evening being a peeping Tom. And I'm going to tell you guys, in the comment section here, we have more charges from him, right? So the suspect has been in and out of jail from DUI to peeping Tom. It was reported that he allegedly was spying on or invading the privacy of a woman looking into the bedroom while she lay in bed asleep before entering her bedroom and touching her on her private area. It was also reported that he used his employee key card to access the apartment. This was back in 2020. Before the video, he was found not guilty, but it doesn't mean that he wasn't guilty. It just means there was no evidence. But this man already has a history of being a creep. This is exactly why I said here, these types of crimes escalate. And to know he got a wife, the wife didn't know nothing about this. Yeah, they be married. I'm telling you, they be married. They be married with kids, a career that they have been in for 50 years, but they will still go ahead and do stuff like this. It's crazy. But let's continue.
What happened?
Yeah, I signed the warrant.
Okay, is there another place we can do it? Does that have to be right here? Can we go to the back like we did before, or does it need to be public?
Wherever you want.
Yeah, wherever you want to go.
Yeah, wherever we let's confrontation, it's fine with us.
Would I be able to unlock this door right here for y'all to take him out so I doesn't have to go through the lobby?
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's great.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's look like a black guy, white guy.
White guy.
White guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
About your height. About your size. Maybe a little bit scrawnier. I don't know because he was wearing a jacket.
The door is unlocked.
Okay.
Go off that way. That would be great.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate it.
So the front desk lady called him up there.
Yeah.
Is there a way that you can get him to come back here?
Yeah. Hey, are you able to come down to the warehouse? Yeah, we need you to come down now. The officers are back with more questions for you. Thank you. I guess we're lucky we've never ever had anything like this happen before. And
It's a pretty interesting case all drivers are telling me about. It's not every day you have somebody who's.
This is the first case I've ever worked like this.
Yeah.
And I've been here almost 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, John?
Doing good, man. All right, do me a favor. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You got a warrant for your arrest.
Ow.
Do you know what you're being charged with at this time?
No, sir.
You're being charged with theft by taking, misdemeanor, and possession of a Schedule II substance.
Possession of a Schedule II substance?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Possession of a Schedule II substance?
Well, what is a Schedule II?
So that's where he didn't understand. Baby, when you take something that's prescribed to somebody, it's no longer considered a controlled substance because you are holding it. Now you're in possession of a Schedule II drug and you're trafficking it, right? They're not obviously going to give that charge to everybody, but they will give you with a possession, right? Because you're not supposed to have a scheduled certain drug unless it's for you. That person who has it isn't carrying a drug. That person who has it is carrying a medication that's prescribed to them. As soon as you take it, it becomes you having a drug in your possession. And that's what he didn't get. That's why he's like, wait a minute, I just stole some Adderall.
Like stuff like that. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Specifically, I believe Adderall.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk more out here. We're going to get out of everybody's way.
Do you have anything in your pockets that's going to stick me, poke me, harm me, anything like that when I go to search you?
No, sir.
No screwdrivers, anything like that? I know.
We can do it right here. So
All right.
we don't
Well,
make a
and
scene
this
out there.
on the keys and my.
Whose keys are these? Are these the office
work
keys?
keys,
Work
yeah.
You
keys?
want to leave those here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Do you have any personal keys on there?
No, my personal keys are in my
In
pocket.
your pocket. Okay.
And I've got there's like a multi tool on it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you might want to watch your hand on it.
Okay. I'm
Help these one.
yeah. I'm not trying to step on your toes or anything, interject, but conversation never ended before, right? So if you want to follow up with them, that's more than fine with the new evidence or whatever you want
Okay.
to do.
All right, go ahead and spread your feet for me. So, remember when I was talking to you earlier about you going in that apartment? Well, it just comes to find out that I have video evidence of you going into her drawer and taking Adderall pills.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, I did hear Adderall.
You understand that?
Y'all see how good my hearing is? I heard Adderall, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yes, this man went in there and took her Adderall. So now he's in possession of a Schedule II. Yes, when you steal people's prescription medication drugs, you're now in possession of illegal drugs.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
All right, man.
That's what you want me in.
This one right here.
Oh, and you know what gets me? He's too old to be getting hemmed up like that. But this should show you guys that people don't like. They say that as men get older, that their propensity to violence and criminality goes down. But like, I don't see how that's a thing. I don't see how that's possible with the way some of these men still get caught up, hemmed up in their old age. So anyways, we're gonna move on. Like I told you guys, we're gonna be juxtaposing the crimes and victimization of women and men. This one we're going to be talking about right now is a parent who took advantage of a very vulnerable situation. Her kids' friends came over for a sleepover, and she made it weird and uncomfortable for everybody. All right, so let's get into this story here. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, engage in the chat, right? We got some lovely mods. We got people in the chat chatting away. But those of you who are still in the clouds, afraid to speak. Nobody bites in the chat, all right? We appreciate everyone's opinion and input here today with us, all right? So let me get into the next video. This is a trigger warning as well, guys. This is going to be of an adult taking advantage of their role and victimizing other people's children. These parents and their son came to pick up two daughters from a sleepover after a parent decided to make it uncomfortable for everybody. All right, so do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe. But I did have to go ahead and give you a trigger warning.
Parents are a safe haven for but not in this case. It was 4 in the morning when Gracie and Sophie were sitting in their friend's living room after a get-together, and parents are a safe haven for but not in this case. It was 4 in the morning when Gracie and Sophie were sitting in their friend's living room after a get-together. By that time, everyone else in the house was asleep except for their friend's mom. Everything seemed fine until she started asking them weird questions and doing something they never expected. Something so disturbing, it scared them enough to lock themselves in the bathroom and call their parents.
But you need to talk to them. Come on, you have nothing to be sorry about.
Ma'am, you might as well leave him in there. I can't talk to him.
Oh, okay.
I got to talk to you.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay. But you see how clearly it
Yeah, I do. Walton County protocol doesn't allow me to speak to the victims.
I just wanted you to see, like, this is not...
So who's who here? Obviously,
I don't know. Who
well, no, I mean, who's who? Explain. I don't know y'all, so explain to me.
Daughter.
Okay. All right, so both of these are your daughters? Okay. And this is their friend's house, and they were here to spend the night with their friend? Okay. Have they ever spent the night over here before? Okay. Is this a friend from school? Okay. Who is this guy?
I'm the brother.
They all came together.
Okay. All right. So start from start to finish. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so they were actually supposed to be picked up, which is not his fault, but they called him and said they wanted to spend the night. And so we thought they were home.
I'm good here. Can you make contact with those folks?
And we just woke up in the middle of the night. They called Carter to come get them, like this, hysterical. And I got on the phone, and she was just like, come get me, come get me, come get me. I'm scared, which is so unlike her. And I said, what happened? Did someone hurt you?
Hey, Loganville PD?
Yeah.
Yes, can I speak with the homeowner?
I am.
All right, can you step outside and talk to us for a second?
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get them in trouble. I said, I need to know. I said, calm down and tell me. And I said, did someone touch you? Yes. I said, was it an adult? Yes.
A man just came out in his underwear, all disheveled, like, what's going on? He's like, I'm like, come talk to me. He's like, you mind if I put some clothes on? He's in his underwear. It looks like he just woke up.
I said, who is the adult? She said, my friend's mom. Now, I don't know who that is inside that house. I don't know. And I said, we are on our way. We're calling the police. I said, whichever one gets there first, go outside. I said, but they were locked in a bathroom, scared to death, and I don't know the situation in there.
Okay.
So I said, when
you don't know the people.
No,
you don't know them at all.
I don't.
Have you ever met them?
Never. And so they were here at a party, right? It was a birthday party. They were here. Okay, they were here at a party.
Did y'all know they were here?
I knew they were here.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew they were here. We had GPS and stuff. But so anyway, that's kind of where we're at.
Now, elaborate on they're saying that they were touched.
So we got a pretty serious call that
What's happened?
2 young girls were touched appropriately, and they were running out here by a female that lives here. Maybe your wife. Do you have a wife here with you?
Yes.
Do you know where she is?
No.
Yeah, there's 2 juveniles there. Their mother and father and brother are here. They're crying hysterically in the back of a car.
What?
Here, they were scared to talk about it because they didn't want to be hurt, and they've got stuff in there that they need to get.
Okay, so they're saying that the kid's mom.
Yes.
And this is a female.
Who's the mom? Do you know her name? Melissa. It happened to both of you guys? She says she started kissing, put her hand up her shirt. She didn't know what to do. So that's
okay.
Did she touch you?
The officers were about to find out that there were more Jew inside the house, and most of them had been served alcohol by the husband himself.
I mean, did you know there's 2 here sleeping over? Or?
Yes.
Let me just say, these grown-ups are weirdos as hell, because how is it that you have a bunch of teenage girls sleeping inside of your house? Right, at the end of the day, these girls are 16, 17, whatever. How is it that you have these teenage girls sleeping in your house, and when the police knock on the door, you come out in your drawers? That's not even remotely appropriate. Like, you should not be in your drawers. Definitely not when you have young girls sleeping at your house. So it's kind of weird. And then to come out here acting like you don't know what's going on, knowing there's girls behind that door that are liquored up and they're underage. Like, some of these people are just weird to me. You know what's crazy? Like, I brought this situation in here. It's the mom being weird, but this dad is just as weird. You know, he was passing out liquor. Thought it'd be the man, but it's the mom did it. Both of them are really, at the end of the day. The dad's passing out liquor. The mom is being weird and touching on the kids. So it's kind of crazy this.
There's more than one.
Yeah, there's 2 I was in that car. Do you have daughters as well? I'm just trying to piece everything together. He's trying to call her.
I just tried to call her. I don't know.
So
I mean,
what you should have asked him is, if your daughter's having a sleepover, why are you opening the door in your drawers? Why do you have drawers on in a house where you know that teenage girls are sleeping in the living room, or in general, there's teenage girls around your house? So it's like their weirdness is off the charts, and they don't even realize it. But it's like, it's weird for them to come out and act outraged. Like, it's not normal for you to have kids over your house and you're in the nude or you're wearing briefs.
Who is she to you, man?
she's my wife.
Okay. So they said that she may be on the back porch, but she's not back there now. So is she sleeping somewhere inside the house?
No, not that I know of. I mean, he just woke me up out of bed.
Yeah.
I would.
It's like 4 in the morning, man.
Yeah. What the f?
Who are these people inside this car right
My
here?
daughter had a little get together tonight, and some friends were staying over. A blonde, one with glasses.
Okay.
Is that who's in the back of the car?
I think so. I can't really see in there, to be honest with you, man.
Was it just one of them that got the hand up the shirt, or was it?
I don't know what she said, but the girl on the left, Gracie, Sophie said that Gracie got touched worse than Sophie did. She didn't say what that was, but she did say that.
So at this point, one of the things that I would like to know, if you catch my drift,
Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Is exactly who got touched and exactly to what extent.
We need to try to figure out where your wife is, because that's who we really need to talk to. I want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's the one that they're saying is abusing these children. So yeah, where the hell is she? And bring her ass out here to come talk to the police. Right? This dad who's, the girls aren't naming him exactly, which means he probably wasn't involved in what the mom was trying to do. Yeah, he'll have his moment. But yeah, where is your wife? I don't care how outraged you are. Go get your wife. She's the weirdo in this situation, at least from what we're seeing. For me, I think it's weird that somebody who has young girls sleeping over his house is going to have drawers on, walking around. Like, that's weird to me, but it is what it is. Let's continue.
I don't even know where she's at.
No, I don't. I went to bed over an hour ago. They were on the back porch sitting outside talking and laughing and getting...
Do you mind if he goes in with you?
No, by all means, come on.
We just need to find out if your wife is okay first.
Really?
Hey, Poppy.
Graduating with me.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
LT, she's in here sleeping on the couch.
Come here.
She's in here sleeping on the couch. Ma'am, can you get up for me? It's Louisville PD, Officer Shayage.
What the fuck? Harry, what's going on?
I don't know. I'm about to find out, but they want to talk to you. I don't know. I was asleep. They just knocked on the door.
What are you asking me?
You're about to go find out.
What the fuck? What do you want me to do?
Just come follow me to the front door.
They said that basically that she was trying to take their boots out of their bra. She was trying to kill them, and she was touching them, there. I think through pants.
Okay.
But,
Do we know exactly where in the house this took place?
Yeah, see, if you hear the mom, she sounds drunk as shit. And I'm going to go back to what Lana Love said. This is why I go everywhere with my kids. You just don't know the type of adults that are around your kids these days. You just don't know. You don't know if these people are using substances, if they're healthy-minded. Anything can snap at any moment and make an adult do anything. That's why I don't believe in leaving your kids with people you don't know. You don't know what their temperament might gear, what it might cause, the reaction it might bring out of them. You know what I'm saying? To leave your kids with people. And this sounds like she was drunk as shit, started not realizing she's around kids and being a weirdo, because that's what people generally do when they're drunk, is be weird as hell. Sometimes they just eat and relax. Other times they become weird like this. Their weird selves come out. Yeah, Empress, it definitely would have been on and popping with me. You wouldn't have, the police would have been getting there watching me smacking her head in between a wall. We're not talking about shit if my kids called me and said you were touching on them. At the end of the day, just wish, pray to God and thank God it was these people and not me or anyone like me. Brian, like this is the sad part is like I can't even fault you for saying that. Like kids are literally they're like victims. Like they become like people prey on them. They don't even get a chance to be informed themselves before people are coming up with things that they want to do with them, to them, against them. For it, like they have so many people preying on them from so many directions. I don't blame you for not wanting to have children in a world like we have today. But anyways, hey ANJ Smooth 49, what is going on? Hello to you as well. I love all these features they have, but they don't let us know. So I have to be looking at my phone in the chat to see a lot of this stuff. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I love you. Mwah. Please continue like and share the stream. Do all that for me. I'll appreciate it. Let's continue though.
I can find out.
Okay. And then the other thing, do we know, are there other girls in the house that belong to other parents? And if so, that's another concern of ours we need to try to...
Melissa came to the door, but soon all hell was about to break loose on the officer.
All right, ma'am. We can hang out right here, just that we're close to the front door.
My dog is okay.
All right, ma'am.
What the f***?
All right, ma'am. So we got a phone call that
Yes.
2 girls were appropriately. They were screaming and they ran out into the front yard and hopped into that car over there. 2 of your daughter's friends. Can you tell me what happened tonight?
No, I am a nurse. I don't even know. Come on.
Ma'am?
No, you don't.
Ma'am, we need to figure out what's going on.
Don't ask me without. No.
Without what? Ma'am, there's a serious allegation going on. There's 2 girls crying. Ma'am, quiet down. Quiet.
You tell me what the f***.
She's obviously loaded. Like, listening to her screechy voice is getting on my nerves. Thank you so much, Mr. ANJ Smooth, for the gift, the floating heart. Mwah. Right back at you. Mwah. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, she sounds drunk. She sounds loaded. So, like, the fact that she's on here, well, not on here, but she's sitting there yelling at the cops, like, get the F out of here, like, all entitled, she's still drunk. And imagine you have your kids around somebody like this, you don't know what they're capable of doing. That's why it's very scary these days, especially to leave your kids unattended with some of these people. You don't know the condition of them. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know how they unwind, how they de-stress. Like some people's de-stressing is very, very toxic, and you can't be around them. You can't leave anybody that you know or love around them. Like it's very serious. Yeah, she sounds drunk as can be. She does. She sounds very inebriated, and somebody like that is not making rational decisions. They're also not really thinking through what they're doing. I'm not saying that she's not accountable for what she's doing, because nobody told her to get drunk around somebody else's kids like this on top of that. But yeah, people are going to do weird things. Their true weird nature is going to come out. They're going to be less inebriated, less likely to stop themselves when they are drunk. And so yes, they did assault these girls in whatever way they did while they were this inebriated. It's dangerous. Yeah, very, very dangerous. She sounds like she's a little bit bipolar or even a drunk. Yeah, she's probably an alcoholic. She likely has an alcohol use disorder, some type of condition where she abuses substances and does a lot of things. Like, people will do things under the influence that they would never do. I'm telling you. But it's still their fault. Like, you're still accountable for that. It's just a matter of, like, this is why substance use and addressing those issues is very important, because you can become dangerous and a danger to the people around you if you're using substances and you're dealing with mental illness and you're not addressing things like that. So, yes, I saw From Fortune here. Hey, girl, I hope you're doing good. Yeah, she did it. Yeah, she definitely did. I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that she did, especially how she's acting. The girls are scared. They were crying and screaming. I guess this state, the cops can't talk to them, but it doesn't really make any sense how they're supposed to get, some type of story out of them. Let's look at the comments real quick. Alcohol did not turn a loving mom into a predator. That part of her has always lived inside of her, and the alcohol just removed the inhibitions. Exactly. This is my same point here. I don't think that this alcohol made her a predator. I think it just exposed who she was. She was more likely to hold back some of these tendencies if she wasn't under the influence. Outside of that, when she was openly like inebriated, like no type of filter or anything like that, you're gonna see who she truly was, and this is what she's capable of. Sometimes these type of things come out because we need to be aware of people. So, all right, let's go back and see a little bit more of this.
Ma'am, don't you yell at me. One of y'all go ahead and come in here. Ma'am, get over here. I'm not playing with you.
No, I'm not playing with you either.
Go back to the front.
Tommy,
Ma'am.
no.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am, quit.
I am a nurse. Like, tell me, who is...
Ma'am, put your hands... Stop fighting me.
Stop! Stop!
Stop.
Stop! Stop!
Just chill out.
Stop!
Ma'am, stop.
Listen, stop. Please, stop.
Give me the phone.
I'm a nurse. Like,
I don't care what you do for a living.
You gotta
I don't know what's going on. I'm a nurse.
If you away again, you're going straight to the floor. You understand me?
No! Shut up.
What?
Doing?
I'm
I'm going to find out what is going on.
Oh, you. I am a nurse.
Why you look at me and say that?
Y'all go back over there, please.
Melissa.
What have I done? I haven't done anything.
Let's take her out here and put her in the car.
Yeah, I mean, this woman can't even understand authority that's telling her, like, calm the hell down, cut it out, chill. Like, imagine how she's behaving in front of those young girls that she obviously feels like she's more empowered than. So, yeah. Thank you so much, ANJ Smooth, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate your support today. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Yeah, the wife, she's crashing out because she's drunk and she's a weirdo. She's definitely guilty of this, or she is covering for him. I think it's a little bit of both. For me, Lana, it seems like she's probably doing some of the weirdness, and he probably is too. I mean, he opened the doors in his drawers. Like, you have a bunch of girls that were sleeping over your home, like young girls, and you come out in your drawers. Like, there's something inherently wrong with that. But obviously the girls were being dealt with the mom at that moment. So, like, who knows if she was like the person who was getting things started and then he was going to come. Like, they were probably a pair. Usually people like this tend to flock around each other. So, I mean, and then sometimes people are unsuspecting partners of these people. So we can't rush to judgment. But yeah, it's definitely, a weird one, a real weird one for me. And she was black. She probably would have been and got that. Listen, we know what the daycare owner that she found out her husband was playing on kids over there. She shot that ninja. She pewed that ninja. Okay? Listen, we know. Yeah, it's despicable. Like, this is deplorable behavior. But yeah, they need to look into both of them. Exactly. The mom and the dad. The fact that the dad would come out there, like, knowing these girls were over the house and they just called their parents, like, help me. And he comes out, opens the doors in some drawers. Like, that's not normal. There's something weird going on there. And the fact that the mom is this inebriated. She was likely facilitating for some stuff to go on here, which is, creepy. There was definitely some lives in danger. Listen, definitely a beat down. Definitely would have got a beat down if I was involved. All right, let's
You can put her in my backseat.
Ma'am, come on.
Get me out of this! Get me out of this! I don't know! Get me out of this!
Yes, hey, babe.
Are there other...
Get me out of this! No!
Ma'am.
I am a nurse. Like, give me... Why am I doing this?
Start walking.
Stop!
Start walking.
Talk with me.
Are there other people that don't belong in this house, meaning other friends who came to spend the night? It's just y'all. You're her daughter? He's her son?
If she did that to her daughter's friends, there was a chance it had happened or could happen to her daughters as well.
Go on!
Here, puppy.
Walk.
Stop! Right now! What did I do? I'm like sleeping.
Go on.
Who are you right now? What
Go on.
did I do?
Poor doggo. Poor doggo. The doggo's just sitting there going crazy. Like, I know you gotta arrest her, but exactly, Jordan. The wife touched them. The husband answered with no pants, and both of them wide awake at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's exactly. The mom actually is just waking up. That's why she sounds like a slurred drunk, because she is a slurred drunk. But the dad coming, like, opening the door with no pants on, just like, I don't know what's going on. You got a bunch of kids sleeping in your house. You shouldn't have no pants on, dude. That's questionable in itself, right? But let's focus on what's going on here. 2 girls called their parents in the middle of the night, or call their brother and say, come pick us up, and then tell their parents that your weird ass wife was touching them. So, listen, Empress, me and you both, Buki, me and you both, because, yeah. Let's continue.
Did they explain to you what's going on so far?
Not in any great detail.
All right. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Hey,
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Look, listen. Grab the dog. Get a leash. Grab the dog.
Can you help me with that?
Somebody grab the dog, and I'll explain to both of you what's going on, but don't lose your crap.
I have nothing! I didn't do anything!
Okay. Well, you're going to sit. Oh, yes, you are.
Why? Why did I do anything? I was asleep!
Sit down. Ma'am, sit in the car and quit being stupid.
Oh, f you, like.
Yeah, whatever. So, have they.
And you know he meant that. He said, quit being stupid. He felt it right here, I think. I think he felt that one in his chest. He was like, yes, quit being stupid. Like, He was sick and tired of her BS, because at the end of the day, you know what you were up to. Don't just sit here and start screaming, oh, I was sleeping. We know you weren't asleep. These little girls aren't lying on you. They called their family to pick them up. They told them what you did. Yeah, he was not playing with her. He said, stop being stupid. He was like, I felt that in here. Like, I felt that in my chest when he said that. So I know he meant that. How many years do you think she should get in prison? 10 to 15. I think every person who does this should be facing 10 to 15, because we know with good time that can go down to about 6. So, yeah, I do think that, like, just for even what they did, that's enough. Making a child feel like that in your home, attacking a child like that in your home, especially in the middle of the night, yeah, you deserve that. You deserve to go to jail for 6 years. Well, 10 to 15, which will turn into 6 with good time. I believe that. You know, we have to start holding people like this accountable. Just like if we caught them with a firearm. So it should be the same thing. We catch you being a predator, 10 to 15 you're facing every time. Doesn't matter the case. Excuse me. Any essay involved, especially with children. The children, you should get the same as a red rum charge. Adult, you should get you should automatically be facing a mandatory minimum of 10 to 15. Because it's just really just too much. People keep doing these types of crimes, and they're getting the minimum charges. You know, there a lot of people who are doing crimes like this aren't even having to register on the offender list. Yeah, she would, right, her knees would have broke down right before she got to her car. So he was right for calling her that. I feel the same. I would have said the same thing. Yeah, definitely. Because at this point, you're impeding an investigation. Get your stupid ass off the ground. Let's go. We're going to take you to the station. You're going to go to jail, and you're going to face charges for what the fuck you did. Right? These kids aren't lying on you. You're drunk as all ever, and you very well could have and have probably done what they said you did. And you've probably done worse, but this is what you're being caught for. And a lot of times these people become arrogant because they go times without being caught. Maybe they groom people into not telling, things like that. So they become arrogant and think, no, like this person, you guys aren't going to prove this. But they have the proof. These girls are willing to tell, and their family's willing to back them up.
You've been able to explain to y'all really what happened?
They just told me that she was giving them alcohol and cigarettes.
Okay.
So, and she just kept steadily giving 56.
Oh, absolutely.
She just kept steadily feeding it to them. That's what she said. And that's all they say. It takes like 5 minutes to get something out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, come over here for me, man. Don't do nothing stupid. Come over here.
It's not him. It's not him.
Dude, he was literally asleep, man. He was literally asleep, dude.
Here. Just go to the front, and we'll come and get you in a second, okay?
Okay. You're fine. It's not him. Bring that dog and get it in the house. I'll come talk to y'all in here. We don't need everybody meshed together.
Come on,
Come here, puppy. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. I got him. Come on. Come on, pretty doggy. Come on.
Have you not got a leash somewhere? Because that dog don't know him.
Look, man, I know you're pissed off. If that was my kids, I'd be the same way you are. But please don't do anything to get yourself in trouble, okay? Let us do our job. As far as what's going to happen, as far as their claims, we have to let our detectives know.
She said they got here and they gave the stepdad $40. And he,
for what?
Alcohol. So he then went to the liquor
kids
store.
did.
Yes.
Okay.
He went to the liquor store and got them. So
okay.
Oh, wow. So he went and bought alcohol for minors. Not surprising that the creepo who opened the door is involved. Not surprising. Let's continue.
They'd been drinking. The mom had been drinking. Everybody's been drinking. She said the other girls went to bed, and the two of them stayed up because they are late night girls. They stayed up, and the stepdad and the mom were in the living room.
Okay.
When the stepdad went to bed, she said that's when the Melissa lady started asking them, "Did you like girls? Have you ever had sex with a girl? Have you ever been with a girl?"
Okay.
Then started kissing Gracie and touching her. But I guess Gracie was resisting, and she was touching here. And I guess once that didn't go well, she moved on to Sophie.
Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Because you're pissed the fuck right now. And I get it. But we'll interview both of them, and then they will get their interviews.
The husband was also at fault, but at least he felt guilty and admitted his mistake.
Why would we be getting a report from these young girls that when they got here they gave you $40 to go to the liquor store and get some liquor for them?
My middle daughter was having a get together. And I went to the store. And
so you did in fact purchase alcohol for them?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
And here's my thing, like, I get that they're appreciating his honesty, but if you would buy liquor for girls that are 16 years old in your home, what else are you willing to do? Yeah, exactly, Jordan. He was trying to get them drunk. That was my first thought, is he wanted them inebriated. He wanted them to maybe do things that they wouldn't normally do. Right? That's essentially what they're trying to get them to do when they give them substances. So for me, it's like the fact that you would be willing to buy teenage girls alcohol is concerning to me. They don't have the same enthusiasm for boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not buying their sons alcohol, or they're not buying the sons of these women alcohol. It's usually they would buy girls alcohol. And because there's a secondary benefit that they will get to be around these girls while they're inebriated. And that's concerning.
It wasn't just.
Are you aware that that's illegal in the state of Georgia? It's called contributing to the delinquency of a minor?
Yes. Yeah. We were having a little get together. It wasn't just for them. I don't drink.
Okay.
So.
But your wife obviously does.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Was she aware that they?
But I mean,
they were all. Were they all drinking? Was everybody drinking together? Like with your wife?
8:30.
Okay, but your wife was present with them while they were all drinking?
Yes.
Okay. Were you present, ma'am?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay. Who else? Who else was present
They're all in there asleep.
Okay, so there are. So when I asked if there were other girls,
I did not know that.
you didn't know that there were other girls. Okay, we need to.
We had like a little bonfire up back.
Okay,
Everything was
let's
set.
do this. We need to get these girls' parents en route to come get them. Okay, they don't need to stay here.
So there's other girls staying here. This is my problem. This is what I'm telling you, where we're killing two birds with one stone. The mom and the woman that she has at her house is a creep, and this man is a creep for opening the door for the police with no pants on while there's other young women sleeping in his house. That's a major red flag. Major red flag. I would not want my kids staying anywhere where the parent, the adults in the home, are walking around half naked. Like, that's, talk about a red flag. I mean, blaring. You guys see those clips of that guy on the tricycle or whatever, or the scooter with the red flag? This is major red flag right here. So we're going to move on from this window, and we're going to move into a situation that we see all too often. Right? All too often. Do me a favor, hit the videos like button, share, subscribe, become a member of the channel. All of that for exclusive content. I'll appreciate it. Let's continue.
Hey. Somebody call, bro?
Yeah, we did.
What's going on?
The father of her children, / boyfriend, deceased dumped his all on the floor, carrying out. Last night she came, this morning she came home.
Who's the boyfriend?
My daughter. I just wanted to see if you got.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me talk to you then. What's going on?
I just want him to leave. So this is like too much confrontation. So I just want him to leave.
Y'all live here together?
Yes, it's my name though.
I mean, how long y'all been here?
I just moved in 3 days.
He on the lease?
No, just me.
He don't pay no rent?
No.
Oh, where he at?
In the bathroom.
The bathroom?
Yeah.
Pay the boo-boo?
No, he don't like himself in there.
Oh, what's his name?
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Back this way?
Yes,
Hey, Malcolm. Come on, man. Malcolm. Hey, man. I made contact with the female. Supposedly the male locked herself in the bathroom. How old is this guy that don't even want to talk? Huh?
29.
29?
Yeah.
And that like this? Hey, man.
That officer is so bad. He said, how old is the man over here? He said, how old is the young man in here don't want to talk? 29? 29? I love his accent. I really love his accent. Let's play that back a little bit. Okay, so there's a male barricading himself in the bathroom. Doesn't want to talk.
Malcolm. Hey, man. I made contact with the female. Supposedly the male's locked herself in the bathroom. How old is this guy that don't even want to talk? Huh?
29.
29?
Yeah.
And that like this? Hey, man. Is this a big, huge bathroom that he can't hear me?
No, I hear you.
Look, man, I need you to open the door so we can talk and see what's going on. I mean, if you ain't going to open the door, then we'll have to go with plan B.
Malcolm. Malcolm. Jamil. Hello.
He may as well just come out. You know, they're really not playing with his stupid behind. They're like, you're too grown for this. right? Come out, stop wasting our time. But let's see, 14:59. That's what 2:50. About to be 3 o'clock. What is this man doing July 9th at 2 o'clock in 2023? Was that a weekday, weekend? Does this man have a job? Let's continue.
Malcolm.
Yeah, come on up.
Just come on, Malcolm. They don't want to talk to you, man. Jamil, go eat this again.
Huh?
They don't want to talk to you.
Say what?
You say they don't want to talk. Jamil. No. Jamil. Come on. You gonna make it worse, bro. They just want to talk. You hear me? They just want to talk.
She's wanting you to leave the house. So what are you doing?
Don't close the door.
So what are you doing?
Don't make it worse. I'm not making it worse. Okay,
You need to step out here and talk to us. You're not going to sit here in the bathroom. Because she called us.
She didn't call her mama did.
Okay, well then we here.
Come on.
Now, the woman is sitting in his face saying, stop playing, you're going to make it worse. He knows damn well she wants you gone, sir. She wants you up out of her crib. She wants you to fly out. Go and get a job, find another woman, find your own place, do anything, but do it on your own up out of her face. You know, he really needs to just accept what's going on. Why are you barricading yourself in the bathroom? Like, this is why he's saying, how old is your man? How old he? We don't got time for this. We don't have time for you. You can't let go of the situation. The apartment is empty. You have to go. She's probably going to buy a bunch of new furniture with a new man.
So come on out.
I don't. I'm not. Why?
All right, well look, let me explain something to you. You ain't on the lease.
So what?
Okay, you ain't paid rent.
So what?
She wants you to leave.
So what?
So you got to leave.
No, I don't.
You ain't going to leave?
No.
You ain't going to leave?
No.
All right. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out or you will be tased. I told you. Now put your hands behind your back. Roll over. Roll over.
I don't got nothing.
Roll over.
Roll on your stomach. Roll on your stomach. I'm on my stomach. I can't move. Move again. You're gonna get me again. I cannot move.
Oh, why? Why must we do this? Why, sir? Why? My question is, why must we do this? That was totally unnecessary. All he has to do is leave. He said, no, I don't care. I don't care if she want me to leave. I'm out. I ain't going nowhere. Cuz, you ain't making me go nowhere. Yeah, they definitely... You know, when the cop came in, he was over it. You know, he wasn't very much interested in, you know, sitting around and listening to him talk. He said, no, you gotta go. He said, listen, how old is this man? Listen, it's 3 o'clock, July 9th, 2023. What are you doing with your day, young man? And now he's saying he can't move. Yeah, you can't move, sir, because you're sitting in the fucking closet with the door locked, not trying to get out of this house. She wants you gone, sir. You got to go.
Move it. Move again. And you're gonna get it. I can't move.
Stupid. Going to jail now, be in the door. Get up.
No, you
All
go.
you wanted you to do was
That's it.
That's it.
Let's go. This how y'all do me?
Wait, did he just smile at her? What a sociopath. Hold on, did this motherfucker just turn around at her and smile? No. No, ma'am. Look, first of all, he's on the floor smiling. So the taser didn't do nothing. Sometimes words will not work against antagonists. My problem is, yeah, the cop is definitely seasoned. He worked with this population frequently because he's literally sitting there smiling on the ground after he got tased.
Hell now, be an adult. Get up.
Nah, you
all
calm.
you want
No.
you to do is
That's
leave.
it.
That's it.
Let's go.
This how y'all do me? 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 Damn serious, man. It don't make no damn sense how y'all come waking me up like that. That's what don't make no damn sense. Come on. Spread your feet out. For real? This how you do me?
Nah, you did
That's how your mama did me?
You did this to yourself.
I didn't do nothing to myself.
We were asking you to leave. You didn't want to leave.
I was in there sleep.
It doesn't matter.
I gotta leave, Destiny.
Don't talk to Destiny, sir. Destiny came to get the police. She went and she called. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, sir. And my chair keeps farting, guys. Look, it's squeaking. It needs WD-40. Destiny don't want to talk to you, sir. She called the police to deal with your dusty behind. She says she wants you gone. You don't believe her. You keep thinking you're gonna appeal to her heart. She wants you gone. Gone, gone. Alright? You don't talk to Destiny now. The police got you in cuffs. Talk to the police. Talk to the leasing manager if you really want to. But you don't work, you don't live there, and you're not a tenant. You're not invited anymore. Yeah, he's in his feminine, Jordan. He's in his feminine energy right now. Talking about Destiny, really? You gonna do me like this? Yes, Destiny don't want you there. And shout out to Destiny for putting him out on his ass where he belongs.
Huh? Okay, so what your mama talking about? She said I don't got leave, so why is y'all texting me? She said I don't got leave, so why is y'all texting me?
She done told me she wanted you to leave.
She said I don't got to leave, so why is y'all texting me?
She can't change her mind now.
You just said I don't got to leave or I got to leave. Huh? Huh?
Have a seat.
What? Have a seat, man. You said what?
Put your feet in. If she don't give me your info, she going to. All right, what's your first name? Huh?
Destiny.
Destiny. What's your last name?
B-U-R-K-S.
Huh?
B-U-R-K-S.
What's your birthday? He's going to jail for criminal trespass because you told me you wanted him to leave and he refused to leave, and he's going for obstruction for not leaving and making us wrestle with him. So he's going to have 2 charges. And he's going to be banned from 336 Westwood Circle. When the office opens up, he's probably going to be banned from the whole complex. So if you invite him back over here, then you're going to go down there next trip too.
Hey everyone, it's Trent, prior deputy sheriff, patrol sergeant, and canine handler. Tenancy rights can vary from state to state. Some mandate that you are on a lease, that you pay rent, that you've been there a certain number of days consecutively. However, there are other states where you just have to be there for a minimum of 30 days. And at that point, moving forward, you don't necessarily need to be on the lease or pay rent, and a landlord will have to evict you civilly through the court system. It kind of just depends on where you're at and what their laws are. This incident took place in the state of Georgia, and this officer has determined that the suspect has no legal standing at this residence. So that's why he is going to tell him to leave and trespass him from the location. And his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever she is requesting that that happen. And she is saying that she is on the lease. Now, since the suspect is refusing and he admitted to the fact that he doesn't pay rent, he is not on the lease, there's really only one option at that point coming from a law enforcement perspective. And you're going to have to physically remove that person from the location, because then a active crime is being committed. And since the suspect almost wants to barricade himself in the bathroom, putting his arm behind the doorway to prevent this officer from pulling him out, it's already going to be physical. And to overcome the resistance and effect an arrest, and to go off of case law, Graham versus
Yeah, so he's on point there, right? This man had no legal standing to be in the house in the first place. All right, so let's see this next one here, right? And again, we're talking about propensity to violence. So we just saw a man who would not leave this woman's house. He just would not accept the fact that he was broken up with, and wanted to force his way into this woman's life regardless of what she wanted. So good on her for calling the police. The next video is a little bit more complicated. Father and son squabble, where the father is being evicted from the son's home.
Well, listen to this. A Hudson father is behind bars accused of unloading a gun on his own son during a fight over moving out. Pasco County deputies say the man admitted he wanted to hurt his son. This was all caught on camera. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us now live from the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Now, Georgia, you spoke to that son today.
Yes, Paula, I spoke to the son. Not only that, he showed us videos from inside and outside of his home that captured the shooting, even up to his father calmly confessing to deputies he shot his son. His son says he tried to remain calm, even with his father holding two guns over him. He never saw it coming.
One shot here, bullet still in me. And then a shot here, bullets right here.
Shot 7 times by the man who raised him.
And playing Xbox, and my father walks right up to me and pulls out two guns and shoots me 7 times. You never think that it would be your own family member.
Video from inside the family's living room shows the man's father approach him with a gun in each hand.
I was scared and just trying to figure out how to calm him down and how to get out of the house or get away from him and live.
Gregory Hannes says his dad, Timothy Snyder, was upset after Hannes tried to evict him from their home.
I put an eviction notice on the door Wednesday, and during our conversation while he was holding the guns over me and I was kind of pleading for my life in a sense of way, he mentioned that he was thinking about it for 2 days.
Hannes says he was able to dial 911 and stall, hoping help would arrive.
I was thinking to myself to use like keywords and trigger words that the 911 operator would be able to pick up and hint on.
When deputies arrived, the man's father confessed to shooting his son.
What was your intent for that? To harm him? Yeah, well, it really wasn't much of an argument. I just, pulled the gun out and started shooting.
While Hannes is left to recover, he says the wounds from that day will never heal.
He's my dad. I'm not going to get to see him anymore either. And then I think about my child. Like, she loves him. She's never going to get to see him.
Hannes told
us. I wonder why he was evicting his dad. Because, I don't know. Empress said, did he have dementia? Like, there's something, weird about the whole thing. First of all, why are you evicting your dad? And, was he, a tenant in one of your buildings? What was the, and if he is old and he has dementia, should you just go put him in a nursing home? Because old people can become violent. I saw a body cam video. It was actually one of the ones that, I first ever did. But it was a man who dismembered his wife in bed with him, she was taking care of him, and he dismembered her. He had dementia, full blown, didn't remember anybody, and he deleted her and then dismembered her body, and was there was parts of her body that he was holding on to and stuff when the police came. Very, very, very bizarre situation. But I do think people, when they're going through dementia and other cognitive disorders like that, they don't know that. First of all, they're more capable of violence, but they also don't know who's safe and who's not. They have a lack of facial recognition and things like that. So, yeah. All right.
By speaking out, he also wants to thank the 911 operators for staying on the phone and potentially saving his life. His father is being held without bond on attempted murder charges. Reporting live in Pasco County, I'm Georgia MacArthur, 8 on your side.
All right, let me know your thoughts on that video, guys. That was pretty bizarre story that I heard of. All right, let's move on. This one here is a baby daddy up on his baby mother, and this is why I say, like, when I see these conversations online about people talking about, and again, this is not just for a talking point, but people talking about, oh, these women, no one's gonna want them, they can't move on. Those talking points are very harmful, because when men realize that eventually the woman that you're with, the baby mother, the girl that you're taking advantage of, she's going to move on and find somebody else, right? The fact of that being true needs to be told to these people so that when it happens, they're not so surprised and angry and violent, you know? But let's watch the situation here. You know, she's got a shiner on the left, it looks like the left side of her face. Yeah. If you're standing in front of her, it's the right side, but it's her left side of the face. So, all right, let's continue.
So they told me, he then snatched my phone out of my pocket. I'm like, give me my phone. He's like, no, you're not getting your phone. Every time I try to leave people, so I didn't even leave. No, hey.
Oh, he approached me, so I didn't even like. He knows I have one.
Officers were dispatched in reference to a battery in progress at a hair salon.
Hold on. Bunch of cars, people are in them, just stay tight. I would just, if he has a gun, just be careful. Did you see anybody in distress or anything happen?
No, that's why I hear people like, I wonder what's going on.
Testifying by a black male, short with red, yellow shirt. Age finding a black female, raised breath, and I'm going to go on the pregnant night.
Gray jacket, gray jacket. To your right, yellow shirt right there. Okay, never mind.
Yo, it's in this pocket. It's in this pocket. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I got it. Calm down.
Sorry. You got anything else? My man. Relax. You good. That's all I got. You can take the ball off my neck, bro. Let's take this off. I can't take it off. I got the cuffs on. It's stuck now. Put it in the bag. I got it. Please don't move, all right? Let me get that back. Right there. So we're gonna handcuff you real quick, so we can take the bag off you, all right? No problem. Listen, come man. Stop moving around, all right? Everything on you? That's it. All right.
You called? Okay, he hitting you, or like so you were involved?
He was hitting me.
Okay. Hey,
This ain't a full statement, though.
Guys, can you step back? Please, step back.
This ain't a full statement. Yes, I am.
Did you see what happened, man?
He wasn't here. He just happened to come and he's seeing me up here.
All right, just trying. Did you guys see anything that happened? All right. Can you guys step back, please, while we work this out? Can you walk off, please? We're going to do an investigation. Just calm down. Is that fresh? That just happened?
Just do that. I try to get him on my car. I'm like, get on my car.
Do you need medical, or you want the fire department to come check you out?
Okay.
Okay.
That's my son. He saw me talking to a guy outside. We're not together.
Currently together or anything?
We're not together. We don't live together.
Is that your child? Okay.
And he was present during the whole thing?
No, he was inside.
He was inside? Okay.
It's better if he didn't see you like this, alright?
That's fine. You already put me in front of him like that, man.
Unfortunately, you understand where we're coming from.
Huh?
You good? I see you, man. Put your feet in, man.
What? Closing the door and everything?
Yeah, for now. That's your brother gotta stay there, so this way you don't hit the...
No, I'm not gonna go crazy, man.
Just slide back.
Yeah.
Both sides of the curb. Just slide back.
I was in his store. He texted me. He said, come to the barber shop.
You was in there?
No, I was in his store.
His store, okay.
Because I work right there.
That shiner on her face is ridiculous. This man is unhinged. You know that he would do all of that to her.
So he texted me. He said, come to the barber shop. So I came to the barber shop. I saw that my store needed to clean, so I came outside to get some to shut my car. When I came outside, I saw someone I know, a guy, so I started talking to him. So he came outside and he started making a scene, and the guy was like, hey, why you putting your hands on him? So I told him, just leave it alone.
When you say he was putting hands on you, what do you mean by that?
He was slapping me in the face. Slapping me in the face, punching me in the head.
I'm sorry, what?
Punching me in the head and slapping me in the face.
Okay.
So he then snatched my phone out of my pocket. I'm like, give me my phone. He's like, no, you're not getting your phone. Go clean your
It was a regular 85.
So I said, how about you go clean it and let me go? Every time I try to leave, because I didn't even leave it. So I jumped in my car.
You were right there, you was running from me?
I was trying to leave. So I then jumped in my car. He sat right there on the... No.
You sure? I had to check you out.
Yeah, just get your immunity ice pack.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. So, I told him to get out my car. He said he ain't going nowhere. And I said, get out my car, please. I said, you can keep the phone. I don't even want the phone. Just get out my car. He then elbowed me in the face. So I started to try to push him out of the car, and he didn't want to get out of the car. So then we end up outside the car. And I said, you're going to jail today. When I looked in the mirror in my...
And this pisses me off because he so blatantly hit her. Like, look at her face. And her daughter's right there. Like, of course they're going to ask if he would hit your kid. Because if he would do that in front of her to you, right, then he obviously doesn't care anything for that child's innocence. So it's just terrible. Like, her face looks like it really hurts. But she's just trying to tell what happened. You know, for something to get that big right after they hit you, that's because that's a lot of force. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to have to defend her. That's why it's better to teach your people, your loved ones, like, take your time finding somebody. If you see red flags, leave, because there's always somebody else. There's other fish in the sea, right? Even if you get married to somebody, leave if they start showing you red flags. You do not have to stick out with somebody just because you're legally married to them.
car, I see my face started to swell. So I said, yeah, you're going to jail. I said, because I'm tired of you, because we haven't even been together. We're not together. He has an old girlfriend. We're not together. So
she is not dating at all?
No.
You're just friends?
Nothing.
Okay.
So he then started slapping me. He got me in a headlock, and I'm telling him I can't breathe. And then someone came over and was telling him, lose her, lose her.
Did you lose any conscious or anything when he was choking?
I didn't lose conscious. I just couldn't breathe because how he had me, my face was like inside, like right here on him, so I can't breathe.
From breathing, okay.
So I'm like, I can't breathe. He didn't want to loose me. Someone came in with telling him, lose her, and he started cursing at them, and he didn't want to loose me, and then he finally loosed me. So then I saw him come up here, and I'm like, let me use my phone. That's my nephew. I'm like, let me use your phone, and he gave me the phone, and that's when I called.
So when your friend gave you a phone?
What's your name, buddy? He ended up coming up here, and he saw me, so I was like,
that's your nephew?
Well, he wasn't here when
so, hey, man, you okay? Would you mind writing a statement for my partner? Miss, did you know he had a firearm at the time?
I didn't know until he pulled it out. When he saw him, he pulled it out on him.
So he pulled the firearm on
him? I showed it to him that he was live, and then that's when I told him to leave it alone.
Did he ever point it towards you? Did he ever show you the firearm?
No, he didn't show it to me.
But during this fight, did he ever pull it out on you?
No.
Okay, only towards him when he tried to...
Okay. Can you just tell me again what happened?
I pulled up. I was coming to buy food from here. I always do.
Yeah.
I saw my aunt. She was speeding off, and I walked to the car. She said, "Let me borrow your phone." I walked to the car. Her eye swelled. I just blew it up.
You just showed up, and you saw her eye already swollen?
I swore.
What did you see after that?
After I see she getting out the car, I'm walking towards coming here. He think I was walking toward. Oh, come try and touch me.
What color was the gun? You remember?
Well, it was like it had a strap on it.
Had a strap on?
Yeah, it had a strap on it. So.
You know what color it was?
I think it was black. I didn't really pay attention to the gun because I was hitting after.
Yeah.
It's not the first time he pulled a gun on me.
Okay.
So my most reaction, okay, if he shot me, I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna beat his ass after seeing he pulled his gun on me. See, because this is not the first time.
Yeah.
And after that, he's like, oh, come touch me.
Where'd he pull the gun from? Do you remember?
Right here.
Where was it at on his person?
It was in his fanny pack.
In his fanny pack? Okay. Alright. And then did he pull it out pointing at you, or he just kind of showed it?
He like, oh, come. Like he actually faced my way. Come.
Yeah.
Come. I like, okay.
Were you in fear that he was going to use it against you?
I was not me.
Yeah.
I know he's afraid of me. I know that. He don't fight. So he was going to use it regardless. He did it last time.
Yeah.
And then a cop show up. He did it last time. I know he going to use it.
Okay.
So that's the reason I said I'm not gonna hit you because you gonna shoot me. But I didn't think then I was gonna hit him. But I didn't.
And let me just say something. This young man is doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Somebody comes to your neighborhood and threatens your family member. You very well tell the police, yes, that nigga has pulled a gun on me before. Right? He's threatening my people. So if I do something, you guys know why I did it. In defense of myself. This is nothing of no snitching. This is speaking up for your family, for your peoples. This is having your people's back. Because at the end of the day, he's not liable to not do nothing if he sees somebody in his family being hurt. No, yes, he can hope the police will come and help. But if he's there, he's very liable to defend his family members. And sometimes you need to let the police know that too. Hey, this man comes around here threatening my family. I'm going to defend my loved ones. They're not going to intimidate me out of defending my loved ones. And that's very important that he's letting it be known. This is not the first time he's been threatened by this man. So if there is some type of, he was being violent or aggressive, then it's warranted. But let's continue.
I said, calm down, because my aunt was there. And she was telling me, stop. I'm like, okay. I feel rage. I was angry. I was angry. I was ready to hurt him. Physically hurt him. So I just said, nope. My aunt told me to don't do anything. The cop put me on the way. I leave it.
What's up, man? Listen, I'm gonna read you some things. I want your verbal acknowledgement when I do it, alright? That you understand, alright? I'm under arrest. As of right now, you're being detained, alright? So for the investigator, alright? Listen, you have the right to remain silent.
And look at this fool. Sparse back of the head, looking sassy as ever. It's ridiculous. These types of guys are so tough with the women that they deal with, but when it comes to people speaking up for them or other men in the community, they're not nearly as tough. It's ridiculous.
Do you understand? Anything you say may be used against you in court of law. Do you understand? Yes. You have a right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand? Yes. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided to you before questioning without charges. Do you understand? Yes. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me? Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything?
Threatening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was threatened by the nephew.
I'm talking about me from police officers. All right? Okay. Or promise you anything to get you to talk to me.
Wow.
All right. Do you want to talk to me today?
So the nephew knew. He knew that this man was going to say, my nephew threatened me. Yeah, he threatened you because you're attacking his aunt. And there's proof. She has a shiner on her eye. A big black eye from you. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad he was helping her too, because these type of men count on other people not speaking up. I'm glad that young man came in defense of his aunt.
You want to answer some questions?
Pardon me?
Do you want to answer my questions?
So I'm being taken downtown, right?
Right now you're being detained, yes.
So I'm being taken downtown.
Listen, right now you're being detained until a further investigator, right?
If you tell us what happened, that may change, but we need to know your side of the story, man.
Okay. You want to talk? You want to answer my questions?
Okay, that's the question.
Okay. What happened today?
A tussle over something. And
tussle with who?
With my son's mom.
Okay.
What was the tussle about? Like, what exactly did you do?
Tussle over maybe a phone, an AirPod.
Yeah.
And then my elbow hit her. That's it.
You hit her in the face with the elbow?
I did intentionally hit her.
Okay.
It was an accident, you said?
Yes, it was an accident.
And then what happened after that?
What happened after that? We got out of the car. She rushed me. Her nephew came, threatened me, told me I was going to do something. So that's... And I didn't hit her. I didn't close hands hit her. It was an accident. There's witnesses that could attest. When I saw accident later, I backed out. She came up the car and she rushed me. She hit me close. And then her nephew, he was approaching me, hands in his back, don't know what's going on. So that's when I, licensed to carry. Again, I didn't intentionally mean to hit her. If I did, it would have been a different scenario, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have stopped. But it was just the one elbow that accidentally hit her.
So with the gun, what did you do exactly with it?
Oh, he approached me. Okay. So I didn't even he knows I have one. And I'm pretty sure he has one too. So you understand where that goes?
Yeah. So what did you do with yours?
Huh?
What did you do with yours?
He was approaching me, so I pulled it out.
You pulled it out? Yes. Did you point it at him?
No.
Okay, you just held it down by your side?
And it was still in the holster when I pulled it out.
Okay. Because there was a holster when we got it, so what happened to the holster?
Because I took it out when I walked in.
Interesting how the nephew knew exactly what he was going to say and how to preface his statements for what they were going to hear from him. Right? It's clear. He knows his wife, his aunt's husband. He knew him. He knew how he was going to respond. Gio says, I don't like this guy at all, but literally what every lawyer says. Well, I'm glad he's spilling the beans, right? Now they know his mentality. So I would say, yeah, don't talk, but glad you are talking.
Where was it originally?
In the bag. It stays in the bag.
In the fanny bag?
In the, yes. Why'd you take it out from your fanny bag to put it in your pocket when we came on? Because, like I said, he approached me. You know what I'm saying? So he was rushing towards me. As you can see, the whole family came. What am I supposed to do? All right. And again, like I said, I did not intentionally do it, so it is, at this point, if I'm going to jail, I'm going to jail that I didn't intentionally do it. All right. Listen, as of right now, you're being arrested, all right? I have to take it downtown, all right? For how long? For what? How long? I don't know. That's for the judge to decide, all right? So when I'll give it to the judge? I can't tell you right now. As I get information, I'll keep you posted, all right? As of right now, you're getting arrested, all right? Can I make a phone call? When you get down, they let you make a phone call, all right? Okay, so my cars and my keys. We have all your property. Okay, my car. Where's your car? Can I lock it? Yeah, we'll lock it for you. Right. You have the keys in your pocket, right? Yeah, we took everything out of your pocket. All right? So what am I being charged with? Battery. On whom? What do you think, man? Okay. All right.
We want to hear your thoughts on the father's actions. Share your comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for weekly notifications.
Sorry, guys. I'm glad that she left this man because, again, look at this big old bruise he put on her face. I'm glad he's arrested. I'm glad he's arrested, and I'm glad that her nephew was there to actually be in defense of her. Thank you, Gito, so much for the floating heart. I appreciate you. I wish they showed us a little bit better, like the gifts that you guys are sending. I literally have to be staring at the chat to see it. So thank you so much. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. But all right, let's move on to the next one. Again, this is a man popping out on her and telling her, hey, come here, and then attacking her just because. I think jealous men are very, very dangerous. All right, let's play the next video. This is somebody, a male, attacking a teen restaurant worker who actually was trained in jiu-jitsu, which is probably not what he was expecting. All right, so let's get into this video. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, engage in the chat. All of that helps the algorithm. All right, let's continue.
Police are looking for the man who attacked a young restaurant worker. The man bit that worker 6 times. You can see some of the wounds there. Reg Chapman spoke to that teenager in downtown Minneapolis for a story you'll see only on WCCO.
Are the egg rolls and the chicken Vietnamese salad?
19-year-old Jazaria Sheldon has worked at the Lotus since he was 16.
Every day I work here, I don't really think of it as like a job. I've known the family since I was like 13.
What he never expected was to be attacked while taking out the garbage. Video from a store nearby shows the confrontation.
When I walked past him for the first time, he said something along the lines of, "What are you doing here, suburb boy?"
Jazaria says there were several people standing by watching as the man continued to verbally attack him.
There was a lady watching. She watched everything happen. And he looked at the lady and he goes, "Watch what I'm about to do to this B word." And then that's when he...
Let me just say, these type bullies who want to pick on young men who are working, who are law-abiding, who are just like general down-to-earth people, these are losers. This man wanted to be a bully to somebody who he felt was below him. I'm glad they dealt with him, and I'm glad this young man had some self-defense skills for him not to be, hurt too much. All right, let's continue this video.
Starts pushing me up against the window, and then that's when it turned into self-defense.
Jazaria studies jiu-jitsu. He used those skills and what he learned as a high school wrestler to fight back.
Every time I would pick him up and have him in the air, he was like 6'2", so he had a lot of room. He would latch onto my shoulder while I was taking him down, and every time I had him on the ground, he would bite my chest.
Bystanders pulled Jazarias off the attacker when he tried to walk away.
Oh, hell! So when he started to be overtaken by this young man, he bite him. What in the hell? And that some of them bites was turning yellow. This young man needs to go get a tetanus shot, get every STD test in the book, everything, because you just don't know what these people got nowadays. But that is just ridiculous. These are some graphic images, so just a trigger warning as well.
Way he kept coming for him. He was bitten 6 times on his shoulder, his back, and his arm.
He got his whole mouth on there. Got his whole mouth on there, yeah. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the guy, bit off more than he can chew, so.
Lotus co-owner Yum Nguyen says his family has seen the neighborhood change since they opened in 1984.
I think safety is a huge issue here in Minneapolis. People don't tend to come out anymore to go dine out, to go eat, because they don't feel safe. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing.
He wants more patrols in the area, but understands why police response is limited.
Yeah, they need more help. The guys are just short-staffed, and there's only so much they can do.
Nguyen hopes neighbors use their power of presence to keep the area safer.
I've always believed if more people came out, more people from the neighborhood, it tends to shoo away the bad people.
Yeah, definitely. The community definitely has to check these people in the moment. And I definitely think to some degree, like, start having a police presence around if that's becoming an issue. Because, like, this young man shouldn't be getting assaulted by any grown man. You know, he's a young boy. He's a young man. He's working at a show. He might be an adult, 18, 19. But it does not mean he should be subjected to violence. He shouldn't be having to fight off criminals at work. You know, that was just crazy. But, you know, good on him for being able to, you know, keep himself at least, you know, moderately safe, even if he was bitten on. Hopefully he doesn't transform into another creature. All right, guys. So this one kind of got me because this next story we're going to talk about, this one actually kind of got me because we were just watching this individual pop up on Tasha K's live stream where she was doing like the talent show for comedians or whatever, or just people with talent in general. And Faison Love popped up in that stream, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this man in forever. And then not even weeks later, months later, I'm seeing this case about Faison Love, you know, being charged with criminal charges with assault. So let's get into this one here. It's going to be a quick 1-minute clip, and I'll probably follow up on it at a later date. But let's get into this one.
Ruled today that there is enough evidence to move forward with a criminal trial for a well-known comedic actor. Faison Love is charged with felony assault. The actor is accused of ripping a credit card reader off a hotel lobby check-in desk last August and throwing it at a clerk. That woman says she suffered a concussion. Prosecutors say Love was angry after a booking he made through a third-party app could not be honored. The hotel clerk does not want to be identified, but she described the incident on the witness stand today during the preliminary hearing.
Mr. Love again was just going off on repeatedly cussing them out. Every other word was a cuss word, and it was getting louder. I then proceeded to say, okay, that's enough, and Mr. Love looked direct.
And some of these celebrities are narcs. Like these regular hotel workers, they don't give a damn, and they don't know who you are, right? Unless you come from, you know, an upper echelon company, they're not just going to randomly, you know, treat you like a celebrity. They don't even know who the hell you are in the first place, you know? So it's kind of weird to me that he got in there like a big old grizzly bear and started ripping things off the wall as if these people know who he is. They don't know who you are, Faison. A lot of people younger than me don't know who you are in the first place. They just seen your big behind probably on TikToks and memes and clips of movies their parents saw. So, you know, I don't get why celebrities kind of crash out like this. Not everybody knows who you are. All right. To some degree, a lot of you guys are F-listers, meaning nobody would recognize you. There's no facial recognition when you go out in public. So you got to settle down expecting people to, you know, bow down to your feet, especially this big old bandit. Do me a favor, guys, hit the like button.
At me, pulled the credit card machine off and threw it at my direction.
Love's defense attorney says that the clerk told police the night of the incident that Love threw the credit card reader between her and another coworker, not directly at the woman. Love pleaded not guilty to the charges. A trial date has now been set for January.
That's crazy. So his big old grizzly behind picked up the credit card reader, snatched it up and threw it at them. Come on, these people don't know you. You can't be mad at them for not knowing you are honoring your celebrity. You're not Kevin Hart, right? Who's another big comedy artist? You're not Eddie Murphy. You're not Mike Epps. Like, these people don't know who you are, so they're not just gonna pull out the red carpet for you, especially if you're booking through a third-party company with your broke behind. Really, Your everyday people behind, they don't know you. Like, why be willing to go to jail over something like this? This is just crazy for Faison. But I thought this one was funny to include because he just recently popped up on Tasha K's live after like me not seeing nothing of that man in years. So, all right, let's move on to the next story here. This is actually a story of a woman. Okay, this Karen is a special Karen. You know, she applied to Dollar Tree, which apparently was her lifelong dream to work at. And because she was denied a job, she did some things, right? And this is just my word of the day to you all, right? If a blessing is blocked from you, you know, just consider it fate. Okay, don't go out into a rage and start doing this, that, and the third. Because now look at you. Now you're going to jail. Now you're being confronted by the police when you could have just accepted that you are not going to ever work at Dollar General.
She didn't get the job, so she trashed the store instead.
Uh-oh. How you doing, man? Not too bad. And yourself? What happened?
She applied here for a job, and I kept trying to get a hold of her. And today she finally texts back and says, I don't even get up till noon. And I said, unfortunately, I thought that you wanted a job. I said, I will have to hire someone else. So she texted me and said, well, I dodged your bullet, thank you. Came in here and she says, what's corporate's number? I said, it's right there on the door. And she said, I'm calling every day. And I said, just calm down. And she says, who the do you think you are? And she started throwing me around, went out there and threw all that shit around. And she says, if I ever see you outside here, I'm going to kick your ass.
Okay.
Need a little help.
Okay.
Look at her messy old face. She said, okay. You know, and I think this is what a lot of people don't realize. Now, you're doing all this because you didn't get a job at a Dollar General. Like, I don't even want to say what I'm thinking of saying because then it's gonna be like, okay, now you're calling people trash and this, that, or third. But honey, if you're this upset about not getting a job at Dollar General, then there is somebody failed you. Somebody failed you along the way. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's continue.
Well,
because I am old, I am kind of surprised that I am not going to be threatened for the same job.
Right.
And I know people don't like me ever since far left, but I'm just trying to do my job.
Right. Oh, I get it. Okay. Well, let me take a video. It's just in this area and outside?
Yes.
Okay.
No, the yellow and black, that's actually Dollar General. So this one is actually a Dollar General. And it's funny, all the Dollar Generals look the same outside. So, you know, I don't know what city that is. That looks like a city that I know. Yeah, but this one is actually Dollar General. But let's continue.
Okay.
I don't want to back in here.
Okay.
Conrad's wrong if he thinks I'm going to have people threaten me and coming after me just for this fucking job.
Right.
I don't know what you can do to help me, but I would appreciate it.
Is he willing to have him charges pressed for disorderly conduct and criminal damage? It's broke some stuff, so. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'll get back with you sometime. Hi. Hi. What's going on?
Nothing.
What happened to Dollar General?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot?
And she deserved to know it.
Okay.
And I went down and told her that.
Okay. Did you throw some stuff around?
Some clothes on the ground, yeah.
Okay. Looked like a lot more than clothes.
No, she can clean it up. She deserves it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're going to be placed under arrest.
Why?
Disorderly conduct, criminal damage.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. So,
I didn't
go ahead and turn your hands around the back.
I need to get... Devin?
Nope. We're not playing this. We're not playing
I
this.
was telling my husband.
Okay.
Get your hands off of me.
No, that's not how it works.
Get your...
That's not how it works, Jessica.
You don't.
Stop.
Your breath stinks. Jessica, stop. What are you doing to her?
What are you doing?
I'm a fucking mother. God, my face.
You know, these type of people really hate authority figures. I don't know what it is. I think some of them, it might be, past experiences. Maybe they were juvenile delinquents when they were teenagers and they just have a flood of PTSD. But I don't get what's the no, I'm not going to listen to you. What is the point in that? That almost always, as it involves the police, ends with you in handcuffs. So I don't what's the obsession with telling the police, no, I'm not doing that. Just go. Just save yourself some time, honey. Save yourself some time. Shout out to the person who took away their dislike of the stream. I appreciate that. There was 2 dislikes when I initially came and was checking out the likes on the stream. And somebody took away their dislike. So I appreciate you so much for doing that, right? Coming in here and allowing me to change your mind on whether you like the video. Do me a favor also though, guys. We got 47. We had up to 83. We're bouncing between 83, 60, and 40. Do me a favor, some of y'all, at least 20 of y'all new people, hit the like button for me. Right? That would be greatly appreciated. I am going to beg for it. It's free. One thing I'm going to say about this Karen is she does not like authority figures and she doesn't like being told what to do because it's simple. You don't want to go to jail? Listen to the police officer when he tells you to put your hands behind your back.
My hands are hurting. Stop. It's hurting. Stop. You're scaring my son. But you shouldn't have went your ass down there. Well, she shouldn't have. I don't give a... You shouldn't have went down there to that. Job is not a job good enough for you. That job was good enough. She's the one who should never went down there. Get fast to jail. Stay there. Okay. You need to learn. Okay, that's fine. You need to learn. Chris, you're fat ass. I won't have anything.
So what you going to do for? Disorderly conduct.
Because the car down there. Because I threw toes on the floor. Nothing else, no threats, no nothing. And I hope to God she has something up.
Should be processed on disorderly conduct and criminal damage and should be released.
Give me case. No, because Pittsburgh passed it to where criminals can't be put in jail. Lucky for Illinois. Let's go. I'm ready.
Central 39, 295.
When do I...
Why did you let him see that? Why did you let that little boy see that? His mom getting arrested. Mom, yes, he will. No.
I gotta go see where...
What the...
I'm secure now. I got everybody backed off of me.
Go calm my mom down.
I will.
Just come up to the...
I just come up to the sheriff's office.
Devin? Don't let my fucking cat out.
I won't.
Sorry, I'm not meaning to be a plant. I'm sorry.
This is, I mean, you could have made this so much easier, Jessica.
I'm
seriously. We'll go around
How
the
would you
other side.
react?
I get it.
No, just hear me out. Just let me talk for a second, please. I just need to vent. How would you feel if you were offered a job?
Honey, it's not time to vent. You should have vented before you went in there and destroyed property because you didn't get a damn job at Dollar Tree. I don't even think the teenagers feel that way when they don't get a job. Come on, adults need to learn to regulate themselves. Stop looking to other people to regulate how you feel. It's nobody's job but your own than to accept reality. How are they gonna blame the dad for the mom traumatizing the kid? Yeah, it's definitely the mom's fault. She's the dummy who went and acted like that, and now she can't be around her child for a little bit. So yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the next video here. Obviously, when we see spouts of violence from women, they aren't always minute like this. Like we just saw a couple minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, a mom actually being a predator in this case. So yeah, we're gonna see about. We're gonna keep juxtaposing and looking at the two genders and the type of crimes that they have a higher propensity of. All right, this next case was pretty shocking to me. A school teacher for third grade children, he was about to be, actually deleted a couple randomly in a park one day, and then was caught while he was getting a haircut. So we're gonna get into this one here. Next, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe to the stream, and I'll appreciate you guys.
It's a random attack. This married couple was murdered while out hiking with their two young daughters. A suspect has just been arrested. What's shocking many is the fact that he's an elementary school teacher, and cops put him in cuffs right in the middle of getting a haircut. Amber Cogliano has details.
He's the accused school teacher charged with the brutal murder of two hikers in front of their children. 28-year-old Andrew McGann was arrested in the middle of getting a haircut. Video obtained by CNN shows him walking into the salon for a trim. Minutes later, cops arrived to arrest him. He was taken to the county jail. Police say he admitted killing the couple and was charged with 2 counts of capital murder. His hair was straight when he was arrested, but in a second mugshot, his hair looks very different. The intense manhunt began on Saturday when 2 sisters aged 7 and 9 ran to the visitor center at the Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas and told a horrifying story.
2 children are there. Their parents were assaulted. One was possibly stabbed.
State troopers found 43-year-old Clinton Brink and his wife, Kristen, stabbed to death on the popular hiking trail.
I've got 2 bodies down here.
A police sketch was released along with a photo taken from behind of the suspect wearing a backpack.
They absolutely protected those girls to the point that it cost them their lives. We're in awe of this mom and dad.
McGann reportedly resigned as a teacher at this Dallas area elementary school in 2023 after complaints of inappropriate conduct with students. Lindsay Polyak's son was in his class.
My son told me that Mr. McGann would tickle girls. And then I heard that he was encouraging girls to sit on his lap in the classroom.
Last month, he started a new job at an elementary school in Arkansas. I'm thrilled to be part of the team as a 3rd grade teacher. I love going to concerts with friends, working out and being outdoors, he posted on Facebook. The chilling murder is raising fears about the dangers of hiking in the woods. Shane Hobel is a wilderness survival expert.
This is pepper spray. I like to have a couple of them. This is a must in everybody's backpack.
Yeah, it's pretty much like you have to be protecting yourself from physical danger when you go on these hikes, because you just don't know, right? These places are becoming, or any public place at this point is becoming a hunting ground for predators, especially predators like this who think that they're going to blend in so well. It's interesting to me, you delete somebody and then the next thing that comes to your mind is, oh, I need a haircut. Let me go get a haircut. Not let me lay low. Let me go get a haircut. Very disturbing thought process. All right. Let's move on to the next story. This one kind of disturbed me here. I always enjoy seeing the body cams when they catch people in the act of doing things, right? These body cams become very important and crucial for solving crime. In cases like this is out of Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Thank goodness for the bystanders in this case. Let's get into this one. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. It's truly disturbing. So just a trigger warning that some of the details of this story and of this case might be truly triggering to people.
From the Metro Parks Police Department in Ohio, we're called about a man wearing camouflage engaging in suspicious activity in the middle of the night. What these park police officers didn't know is that he had just abducted a woman.
What happened to your head?
I got only two pounds.
What happened to your head?
Huh?
What happened to your head? Are you bleeding?
Me?
Yeah, the top of your head.
No, I'm good.
Are you with anyone?
No.
No?
I was chilling right here, so I just need to move.
Okay, were you with anyone?
Sorry?
Were you with anyone?
No, I just want to move. I just want to move to go to my house,
8004 radio. I have a black male. He's not wearing camo.
So see,
He's also not wearing shoes. His outfit looks like camo from far away. What happened? How did your car end up like this? Were you with anyone?
Oh, damn.
Were you with anyone?
No, I was chilling here. See, is like was 5, okay? 5, like.
Were you with a female?
No.
No?
I sleeping, so yes.
You were sleeping and you ended up in...
No.
Have you been drinking it all tonight?
No.
No?
Drinking.
Is there anyone in the car with you?
This is my car.
Is there anyone in the car?
No.
Can you open it for me? Like, open the door so I can look at it.
God, and then put your hands behind your back real quick. Yo. Put your hands behind your back.
He was not with a female.
Shoulder radio is no detained.
84 radio, we have one detained.
Were you out with a female? Do you have a female in your car? Female? Yeah. You mean did you have another person?
A
with
woman,
you?
yes.
Another person?
Yes, a woman.
No.
Yeah.
Stand up.
I don't think this is our suspect. I just think it's a drunk individual.
So this detective or officer, she's turtle slow, and other people in the chat agreed. Like, this female cop has zero situational awareness. How are you gonna say this is not your perp? Not only is his car crashed, he's barefoot. He matches the description because they said he was wearing camo, but when she got close, she realized that it's not camo, but it very well looked like camo. Right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. This man is not innocent. So for her to say, oh, I don't think this is our perp, she's a little slow. Turtle slow, actually. So let's continue.
Who are...
What's going on, guys?
Here was a guy and a girl. Her top is naked.
Her top is naked?
Yeah.
Where were they at?
Her clothes is up there. I will show you.
Do you know where the girl went?
Yeah.
Hey, did you get a look at the guy? Do you know what the male looked like? What he looked like?
1 moment.
What he looked like?
Billy.
Black.
Black.
Does that look like him?
No,
that's him?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a couple of witnesses. They said the black male we're out with is him. Hey, did you get a good look of the guy?
Not that dark, but he like Mexican.
Was that the car that it looked like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His car.
She
ran from this car to the stop sign.
Down there. Okay.
He get hurt in there.
No, I haven't. They were just telling me what happened. They also don't speak English. I don't know if they can write in English. Hey, do you know how to write in English?
Yeah.
You know how to write? So would you be able to fill out a statement? Like, just like explaining what happened?
I'm gonna try, but I don't know.
Okay.
Were one of them with him?
No, they saw it.
You saw a female with him?
Ran down by the stop sign is what she said. They were up here and she ran from the car. Did she have clothes from the waist down?
Naked on top, like light jeans.
Light jeans?
Yeah.
Where was the female that you were with? Female? Yeah. Where? Was there a female in your vehicle? My vehicle? Yeah. Did you have another person with you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, where's she
I
at?
did. My family, I have it.
Where's she at?
I ran her name.
She ran?
She ran it, yes.
What direction?
My direction?
Yeah, where'd she go? Where did she go?
The family, I ran her name, okay?
I'm trying to ask him.
Okay, I can explain, bro.
Okay, where is she at?
Where she at?
Yeah.
She was, I think, on the, I think Detroit.
Hey, did he hit his head?
Yeah, I think it might be bleeding on top of his head.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's mud or blood.
Neither can I.
Do you have ID?
My ID? Can take my wallet over there.
What was the female's name?
I don't have now, just I tried to help her. She was on the road. I tried to help you to get somewhere. I don't know if she...
You tried to pick her up?
Yeah, I said to try to help the right. So, but she said, oh, help me. So,
how'd you hurt your head?
I was a black cop.
Did you pick her up in the park?
Me?
Did you pick her up here?
Yeah.
In the park?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she said, help me, everybody. She said, oh, so what? What happened again? So, yeah.
Okay. You said you picked her up in the park because she needed a ride.
Okay.
Did you find her?
Yes, we did find her. The ambulance is out with her right now. We have a couple officers out with her, so she's probably really shaken up. You guys are super awesome for like staying around and helping, because you probably have no idea how much you helped. Okay, so just fill it out the best you can, okay? So what is
they here when they saw her?
And it's crazy, like his story sounds so bizarre. Like, oh yeah, I just came to pick her up in the park, but somehow I managed to crash my car, be barefoot. She's running away from me, obviously in the nude or whatever, like missing her top. Very disturbing situation here, you know, like she's clearly traumatized, and then this man is obviously under the influence or just a pure crackhead, you know, just a weird dude, weird individual. Thank you very much, Joanne, I appreciate it. But yeah, the details of this story are just so bizarre, because this woman is clearly, she was being attacked. That's why the other women stuck around to help.
Yeah.
And do they know how the car got like this?
I have no.
Or was that like that? So what did they say?
They said, well, it's just kind of all over the place, but they said they saw a girl get out of the car, run down. She wasn't wearing a shirt and had on like jeans. Is he intoxicated?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
I can be true, okay?
Okay.
I drink towards 1 p.m. I tried to help this girl, so she tried to give me this address. She said, oh, so wait me, move. So she called, oh, everybody can help me.
How much? 1, 2?
I buy the wine, okay? I drink that for 2 times.
When I first pulled up, he was like under the tree, like trying to like pull the branches. I didn't know what he was doing. I don't even think he knew what he was doing.
All she said was that she hopped out of the vehicle's window when it was still in motion and ran off. She said she tried to reach for the door and the door was locked, and then she hopped out the window.
Yeah, the witnesses said the car was like that when they got here.
I met this girl on the road. She help me. I feel so cold, okay? I feel so cold.
Can you throw your feet in there real quick?
Oh my god. Crocodile tears, my goodness. I was not expecting for those theatrics there. Nobody gives a fuck how you feel, dude. At the end of the day, we're more worried for why this person was running away, why they were undressed, you know, why they're in the middle of the rain running from you. Like, obviously, whatever you were doing was that disturbing that they would rather be running outside alone. hoping that strangers take mercy on them and call the police. Shout out to these bystanders too for not just looking around like they didn't know what to do.
Okay. I arrived at the park at 11. Saw a car and saw the girl start running and drove in front and saw a girl laying on the ground and the guy was holding her and she waved for us to stop. Then she started running and he also started running after her and we drove again and saw that she was naked and I started beeping. Then he started running like towards you.
Yeah,
he's
on my car and something.
He started running at your car?
Yeah.
Okay. I went to another street and called the police. Then when the police came to the park, I came too. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Slow down, calm down. Did y'all fight?
Fight?
Yes.
With who?
The girl, the lady. Did you fight? Did you hit her?
No, I just trying to make her down, only that. Trying to make her down, slow down. If I need to bring her back to the streets.
Did you stop? Did you hit her? Did y'all fight? Did y'all have a fight?
No, I didn't try to fight her. No.
Did you threaten to hurt her? Did you make any threats like I'm gonna hurt you?
Yeah, I tried to hurt her, but she didn't.
So you said you tried to hurt her?
Yeah.
Where did you hit her?
Yeah.
Where?
On the street right here. So.
No, did you hit her?
No, I didn't do for her anything.
Did you say I'm going to kill you?
Kill her?
Yes. Did you say anything like that?
Yeah, maybe.
Did you say I'm going to kill you?
Yeah, because she didn't like to understand to me.
Why did you say you wanted to kill her?
Because I need to try to make her down. Because I need to try to give her back to the street.
So
Wow.
did you think that...
Look at this dangerous bandit. So you did threaten her. He's acting like he can't speak English. But you did threaten her and you're saying it was to make her calm down. That's toxic. This is an abusive bandit here at the end of the day. Let's keep listening though.
Listen to me. I'm going to try to say it slow. By saying I'm going to kill you, did you think that she would stop?
I think she can try to slow down. That's why I tried to do the sentence, but I didn't mean if I can try person. No, I can't. I say again, I can't try to kill person.
Nothing sexual, nothing like that. No penetration. No. But he did try to. He punched her. He punched her, threatened to kill her. Say, I'm gonna kill you. That's enough. And so she jumped out the window. That's what he said. She jumped out the window, and from there, that's how he crashed the car. Okay. And that, so it kind of makes sense. But she's saying nothing happened. No physical contact. No physical contact. Other than getting punched. Yes.
Did we ever determine if that was mud on his head? Okay. Yeah, because he was like literally like crawling under the tree when I pulled up. He was like picking the branches. Okay, look at the bottom. Did you see that like dark liquid at the bottom? It's not on the other trees. When I pulled up, he was literally like pulling on the branches. I didn't know what the hell he was doing.
I mean, he's probably stepping in all this mud. It's going everywhere.
Maybe she proposition, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you take me somewhere.
Like her saying, I'll do something sexual.
And then so maybe he picked her up.
And then they came
out here. Maybe he was starting to drive a little crazy. Maybe he was talking a little funny because obviously he is in touch. And then she like, okay, let me out the car.
You're under arrest and we're going to transport you to jail for assault, abduction, and menacing. I mean, it's like threatening somebody.
Today?
Yeah.
Is they going to examine me?
Menacing, not examining.
Now we go to hospital?
No, you're going to go to the jail.
Jail?
Oh my god. He was about to start the waterworks. Hold on, let me replay this. I had no clue he was gonna be so theatrical with his response. Oh, hold on.
Abduction and menacing. I mean, it's like threatening somebody.
Today?
Yeah.
So you're gonna examine me?
Menacing, not examining.
Now we go to hospital?
No, you're gonna go to the jail.
Jail?
After being questioned by law enforcement, the victim was released and returned safely to her home. The suspect was charged with abduction, assault, and menacing. On November 10th, 2022, he pleaded guilty, and Department of Corrections records indicate he was sentenced to 2.5 years in Ohio state prisons. He is expected to be released on supervision in the fall of 2025.
What kind of man dressed in camouflage and is in the woods at 2 a.m.? Well, definitely not someone hoping for a chat with the police. And when police shines light on this guy, it's not about what he's doing, it's about why he's out there hidden in plain sight. For instance, we might think of serial killers as relics like VHS tapes or payphones, but these people didn't vanish, they evolved. The old ones left trails of bodies and mocking letters. The new ones wear smiles, they blend in and leave nothing behind but silence. And if you think DNA and smart tech made them extinct, ask yourself why this man was alone in the woods, parked like he ran out of time. And semi-quoting an article I read by Derek Thompson, these people were once fueled by a society that trusted strangers and glorified drifters. Well, that world is gone, but so is the silence, because now we've got cameras, DNA, databases, and a culture that thinks evil needs headlines to exist.
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know I was on mute. My bad, guys, my bad. I was looking at where we were in the stories, and I think we did the teacher who deleted the couple. Yeah, he shanked the couple. We did that one. So this next one that we're gonna do here, and shout out to Midwest Safety. They have some very good videos and stuff like that. Sorry guys, my camera was off first, or my audio was off for a second. Now this case really bothered me because I don't understand why these men just don't get a divorce. Just get a divorce. Leave the woman. You don't want to be with her. You're not happy. You're upset. You think she's a skank. Whatever it might be, leave her. I don't understand why these people feel like it's blood in, blood out. Just divorce the person. But let's get into this story here. Black Girl Unlost is one of the channels that does a lot of stories like this lately. And there's another channel too. I think it's American Femicide. They cover a lot of cases like this where the spouse is just like annihilating the entire family. The wife, the children. It's almost like they want to start new, but they don't want the people to be able to go on. So let's get into this story. Do me a favor and like the stream, share, subscribe, engage in the chat for me. I would greatly appreciate it.
Hold on. Let me hold it. Take a picture from that side. Come on. It's cold, Glow. Take a picture real quick. You got my stuff on. I'm recording. That sign got the last left. The round dot. It takes a picture. Ah, okay. Michael, look.
And let me just say too, like, these performative family experiences that we're getting, like we're becoming privy to, like we're actually starting to see the intimate parts of people's lives. This should be concerning to you, right? Like a lot of people who are living happy lives, they don't need to document every part of it. And like, I'm not saying just because you do document it that you're automatically unhappy. Like, there are some innocent family channels out there, but there is building this trend of like having a picture perfect Instagram real family, just kind of perfect for cameras, but there's a lot of degeneracy and violence going on behind the scenes. So there's always a lot of footage of these families and their intimate moments online, but that's very deceiving. These social media families. We have Chris Watts, which was one of the first family annihilators that we talked about on a wide scale, because he got a new girlfriend and suddenly wanted to get rid of his wife and children. And he brutally deleted his kids, threw them in an oil tank, deleted the wife brutally. He didn't just want to move on, he wanted them gone. These family annihilators are different. And I don't know if it's the fakeness that they're portraying online that makes them become so violent and egregious. But it's like, how do you go from kissing and saying hello or smiling with your daughter online to then deleting them? There's a psychology behind a lot of that, that I just think we haven't delved into yet. So let's continue.
Happy birthday to you. How are you?
How old are you? Mama wants to say yawn so bad. Yay!
Nakaria Jude, just 30 years old, was a remarkable woman whose beauty radiated both inside and out. She had a smile so bright it could lift the heaviest of hearts and bring light to even the darkest corners of a room. Her vibrant, outgoing personality drew people in with ease, making strangers feel like lifelong friends. But to Nakaria, it was never just friendship, it was family. She had a way of making people feel seen, loved, and understood in a way that was truly rare. More than anything, Nakaria was a devoted mother to her precious 6-year-old daughter, who was the center of her universe. Everything Nakaria did, every sacrifice, every long day, every quiet moment, was done with her child in mind. She worked tirelessly to ensure her daughter never lacked anything, not just in material needs, but in love, comfort, and security. Her care was constant, her love unwavering. Life appeared to be moving in a good direction for Nakaria. She was finding her rhythm, creating stability and nurturing those she loved most. But in a cruel and unexpected twist of fate, a series of events unfolded that no one could have foreseen. Events that would leave those closest to her devastated and searching for answers. Shortly after...
And it's so sad, because these are beautiful people. Like, this man obviously didn't want her to go on and live a happy life with somebody else. And the selfishness of these family annihilators, these people who don't believe in letting other people move on without them, like it's diabolical to me. It really is. Very disturbing. But it's like, this was a beautiful woman that, okay, let's say the relationship didn't work, but she had a right to live. She didn't have to be taken away because the relationship wasn't working. So anyways, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and all that. I appreciate it.
7 p.m. on the evening of July 11th, the Tunica County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to a residence located at 1060 Soleil Drive following reports of a shooting. What awaited them was a deeply disturbing and heartbreaking scene. Inside the home, deputies discovered an unresponsive adult female, a wounded child, and a wounded adult male. The atmosphere was chaotic and heavy with tragedy, a place where violence had shattered what should have been a safe and peaceful home. Emergency personnel worked swiftly to tend to the wounded child, but the horror of what had taken place would leave an indelible mark on everyone involved. The victim was identified as 30-year-old Nakaria Jude, who was tragically pronounced dead at the scene after sustaining a fatal gunshot wound. Also injured in the incident were her 6-year-old daughter and a 24-year-old male. Both were airlifted to receive emergency medical care. The suspect in this devastating act of violence was identified as 42-year-old Markello Braxton, Nakaria's on-again, off-again partner and the father of her young daughter. Authorities have also confirmed that Braxton is the biological father of the 24-year-old male victim, meaning he not only took the life of his child's mother, but also allegedly shot both his daughter and son. Braxton remained at large and was considered armed and dangerous. Law enforcement agencies actively worked to locate and apprehend him. This is the kind of story that rarely makes national headlines, but it should. It's the kind of story that happens far too often in homes across America, quietly, tragically, and with devastating consequences. Despite Nicaria's brightly outward presence, behind the smile and the spirit was a struggle too many women silently endure. An on again, off again relationship marked by control, toxicity, and cycles of emotional whiplash. Nicaria and Markello Braxton had a tumultuous history, one that experts in domestic violence recognize all too well. The breaking up, the getting back together, the illusion of change followed by a deeper descent into danger. The people closest to them saw it. They begged him to walk away. They begged her to leave. But like so many caught in the grips of abuse, Nicaria was bound by more than love. She was bound by fear, hope,
But
and
here's
the
my
aching
thing
desire
too,
to.
and like I'm not going to stick too much on this because they're obviously telling this in a beautiful storytelling way, and I'm going to let them do it on their own channel. But the thing that bothers me is that the families always know about the conflict, and instead of intervening, taking some form of responsibility and like saying, hey, like we know what's going on, we're not just going to keep letting this go on, we're going to report it or whatever. They just stay and act like it's not their business to get involved. You know, if somebody in your family member being abused, it's your duty to speak up. Like you should be speaking up for that person. You should be trying to help, even if you don't go to them directly because they're in denial. But speaking up and trying to work with your other family members to do something for that person. Like it's crazy to me that this many people knew and probably didn't wait until something violent like this happened before they really spoke up and tried to help prevent stuff. You know, because they're all gonna say they knew he was going to get like this, but nobody tried to stop him. You know, these types of situations frustrate me. We're gonna watch another minute or so of this, and then we'll move on to the next video.
Keep her family together. She tried to leave. She really tried. But love and fear can hold you in a chokehold, especially when you believe things might get better, when the same person who hurts you is also the one who knows exactly how to. This is Nicaria's story, but it's also the story of nearly 100 others in Mississippi who lost their lives to domestic violence in 2024 alone. It's the story of a state that still allows known abusers to buy guns. It's the story of a society that treats domestic violence like a private matter until it becomes a public tragedy. A look into Markello Braxton's past revealed that 7 domestic disturbance calls were made to the Tunica County Sheriff's Office involving him and Nicaria at their Soleil Drive residence. These incidents spanned several years, with the first call recorded on July 28, 2015, and the most recent on March 10th of this year. Markello's sister hinted at mental health playing a substantial role in the tragic incident, saying that Markello had changed over the years and they feared something like this would happen. In a Facebook post, she stated the following: I debated about posting this. I'm sure it's been everyone's topic. Respectfully to both families, including everyone Lady touched. People with light attract darkness. My brother has been in a dark place for a long time. He has changed drastically over the years. We knew something was wrong with him mentally. Now he is blacked out. There was a time he wouldn't hurt any one of us. We knew if we called he was coming. We all knew he was going to do this. Eventually he has said it over and over throughout the years. The tongue is a powerful
That
tool.
is nothing to be proud of, my dear. If you guys all knew this was what he was going to do one day, it was your duty to speak up for this young woman. Now young woman is dead because you guys all just assumed he was just talking instead of taking people at their word. When somebody makes a violent threat, assume that they're willing to carry it out. I promise you, if they're willing to say it out, they're willing to carry it out. So when you hear something like that, don't take it as a joke. A lot of times people think people are just venting or just trying to get their anger out. No, a lot of what people are doing is foreshadowing. Right? They're letting you know, they're trying to test the waters to see if you'll react. Maybe because nobody reacted, they were just like, oh, well, if it happens one day, it happens. If you've heard him say he was going to delete her, you should have said something. You should have spoke up. You should have tried to get her somewhere safe. You should have warned her to go find safety. But to sit here and act like, oh, we all knew this was going to happen and you did nothing, that's very concerning. Yeah, it is an epidemic. It's a crazy epidemic of violence, IPV in families, males annihilating their entire families, and not even just romantic situations. Some men deleting family members like aunts, uncles, siblings, parents. It's happening a lot. You know, that's why it's not a joke when you hear somebody say something threatening like this towards their family. You should take them at their word that they will do it.
That darkness in your mind, in your heart, in your life. The devil.
All right, we're going to move on from this one. If you guys want to check out Black Girl Unlost, she definitely posts some really great content covering these stories, these devastating stories that they're going to be sad regardless, but it's good that she actually gives dignity to some of these stories here. All right, the next one's going to outrage you guys, so I'm going to give you a trigger warning. This was a colossal fail, all right? I think if the state is going to be taking children away from parents that might be irresponsible or whatever the case may be, that they need to be aware of who they're giving access to these children, right? I think that there's this problem where the state is quick to take kids away, but not quick to house them or rehouse them in places that are safe. So let's get into this story about what happened to an Alabama toddler while he was in state custody.
Learning more about a case involving a 3-year-old boy who died Tuesday after he was left in a hot car for hours. Now, this toddler was in the care of a contract employee with Alabama's Department of Human Resources, the state's Child Protective Services agency. CNN's Rafael Romo has more. Rafael?
Victor, the day the 3-year-old boy identified as Katorius Starks was allegedly left strapped inside the car was humid, with temperatures ranging from 93 to 96 degrees during the 5 hours in the afternoon he was left alone. According to our own CNN meteorologist, those temperatures felt like 101 to 105 degrees with heat index values, not only considering the car the boy was in direct sunlight, as the family's attorney claims. According to officials and the family's attorney, a worker employed with a company contracted by the Alabama Department of Human Resources picked up the boy, who went by KJ, from daycare at 9 in the morning on Tuesday for a supervised visit with his father. The visit, they say, ended around 11:30 a.m. But instead of returning the boy to the daycare, the family's attorney says the contract worker made several personal errands with KJ buckled in a car seat in the back of her car. The attorney says the worker finally...
And let's just look at this timeline, because this type of abuse and neglect is insane. But it's kind of hypocritical, right? The state takes this child away from his family because the family is not taking care of him. Then they put him in the care of incompetent people, right? 9 a.m. the boy was picked up from daycare. 11:30 his supervised visit ends. 12:30 the worker returns home with the boy. So as soon as she finds out that her day is done after this visit, you don't even complete the day and go bring the child. The child is physically in your car. So you're not checking if the child is hungry, thirsty, safe, happy, in a good mood, nothing. You're just picking the baby up like he's a bag, like he's a toy. I mean, the level of incompetence is just, it's crazy. You know, just really, really insane. I don't know. Yeah, poor baby. Poor baby, because this baby was not safe, not with the parents and not with the state. And it begs the question, would this baby still be alive if he was with his family?
Return home by 12:30 p.m., parking her car and leaving the 3-year-old boy strapped inside the vehicle with all windows up and the car engine off. It was not until 5 hours later, Victor, around 5:30 in the afternoon, when the worker received a call from the daycare asking why the boy had not been returned, that she apparently realized what had happened. This, according to a timeline the attorney provided. 911 was called and KJ was pronounced dead at 6:03 p.m. This is how the boy's father told CNN affiliate WBTM he will remember his son.
Small, brilliant, bright little child. I'm talking about, when I say yeah, respectful. I'm talking about, knew how to count, knew his colors, 3 years old. Knew all the animals. I'm talking about, he was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
I had an opportunity to speak with Courtney French, the family's attorney. He told me he spoke with the family about what they're going through right now, and they're understandably having a hard time coping with the loss of their child.
It's just hard to comprehend that you would leave a baby in a hot car and just have no recollection whatsoever that the baby's a 3-year-old child is trapped in your car. He died a brutal death.
CNN also obtained a statement from the Alabama Department of Human Resources. A child in DHR custody, the statement reads, was being transported by a contract provider when the incident occurred. Due to confidentiality, DHR cannot comment further regarding the identity of the child or the exact circumstances. According to Kids and Car Safety, an organization dedicated to raising awareness about the dangers of hot cars for children and pets, this is the first hot car death to occur in Alabama this year and the 16th nationwide. Victor, now.
Just crazy. Just very bizarre. And, I consider that to be a great thing, that we're getting to August and there hasn't been a lot of children passing away in hot cars. That used to be a really, really big issue year after year. All right, guys, I have a few more stories left, but unfortunately, my time has come to an end. I do have to be up extremely early tomorrow. So I'm going to have to say goodnight to you guys, all right? But I will send you off with a song. I have a few that I wanted to get to today that I didn't get to, but I'm definitely going to add into my next installment of who has a greater propensity to violence. I don't know when I'm going to do that one, so don't hold me to it yet, but I definitely want to continue the conversation. I appreciate having all of you guys here tonight. Thank you for supporting those who supported, those who liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you so much. Please continue to do so. I'm going to send you off with some music. All right?
Florabella on my screen. Her smile is shone so bright. She's a queen with every scene. In the morning or the night, recipes and good vibes flow. Every video a gem. Her confidence, it grows and grows. We're inspired like her friends. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong. With every like and every share, we feel her energy. No storm too strong, she can't bear. She's setting us all free. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Recipes and good vibes flow. Every video a gem. Her confidence, it grows and grows. We're inspired like her friends. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong. With every like and every share, we feel her energy. No storm too strong, she can't bear. She's setting us all free. Unstoppable Flora, she's got that power. Spreading her aura, blossoming like a flower. Through the highs and all the lows, she remains so strong. Her spirit always glows. She's where we all belong.
girl's got power, Florabella stands tall. Every drip, every drop, watch the haters fall. Channel sharp as thorns, ain't taking no mess. Scroll through her feed, feel that queen's finesse. Vines tangle tight, but Flora breaks free. Roots so deep, can't mess with her tree. From the mud she rises, roses from the dirt. Every comment section she lays down hurt. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving, no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless. From the garden green to the concrete wall, Florabella, unstoppable, nature's child. Leaves whisper secrets, she's the loudest shout. From the channel buzzing, she never backs out. Seed of strength, through season she grows. In the face of doubt, her spirit glows. Cameras ain't a limit, she branches out. Thorns in her crown, she wears it no doubt. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving, no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless. Flora's anthem, blooming under pressure. Resilient, resolving, no lesser. Florabella's reign strong and relentless. Beauty in battle, queen sure defenseless.